Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry about that. We obviously we were having a couple of technical difficulties there, but now me and Connor are here where we belong. So yeah, you said that the lineup's just come out there, Connor.
Ben,
I'm
not. Is it you, Ben? Because you're very laggy.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah, it did indeed. And just before I click into the lineup,
oh, I think we're having a bit of a nightmare today. We are having a bit of a nightmare here. Here is the starting 11 for West Ham today. All right, there we go.
Right, just want to backpedal again, Ben. Because you can hear me all right. You're a bit laggy for me, but you can hear me okay. And I'm moving. My hands are moving, right? You can see me, right?
Your hands are moving. You keep dropping out here and there, but
you're dropping out for me as well.
I've got YouTube up on my phone, and that seems to be going okay. But yeah, here's the lineup anyway. We were just chatting about this, weren't we? So obviously Veltman there on the bench again. Amundsen, Walker-Peters, 𝗕𝗂𝗄, 𝗪𝗲𝘀𝗀𝗇, Scholes, Kante, Alford, Bowen, Solomon, Pablo, and Tati. So, how are we feeling about that lineup?
It was the lineup I was probably predicting. Realistically, I would have liked to see Juff in at left back, but I'm not, going to give it about Scholes. Hasn't put a foot wrong, so to speak, in pre-season, and he played okay against Portsmouth, I think. So I think it would have been harsh enough to get rid of Scholes, but I would have liked that Juff kind of just to go in. The midfield is the part where I'm a little, like Gaza, is a little bit nervous, just because I think Kante and Orford both played really, really well against Portsmouth, but we obviously had that additional Alvarez protection. And now we're obviously playing, our two wingers, unless you have your bold call of Tati playing left wing that you were talking about earlier, which we could explore. But it looks like it is going to be, to my knowledge, Kante and Orford as this middle two. So that's the area that I'm a touch worried about, just on the basis that they're both extraordinarily young, a 21-year-old and a 19-year-old. Starting the season against Burnley away, it's a big enough ask. So hopefully they have I suppose the wits about them, because it's a big game.
I got to point out here as well, the bench. I mean, 𝗪𝗙𝗻𝗄𝗃, Landers, 𝗪𝗲𝘀𝗄𝗃, Mayers, and Ojala. That's a lot of youth on the bench. We haven't really got a lot to turn to if the Brown stuff hits a spinny thing.
Yeah, I think that in terms of it's fair to say, well, in terms of midfield in reinforcements, we've obviously got Ward-Prowse. That's pretty much all we've got, really, apart from wide players, well, not wide, but like 𝗪𝗏 and Ojala. But I think the thing about it is Alvarez is nowhere to be seen. So I think it's fair to say Alvarez is off, which is a shame, because I think he would have started today if he was going to be staying around. So that's a bit of a shame. Obviously, we've got Engels, didn't get signed on time, so he would come in here. So I'm guessing it'll be Engels and Kante. That'll be my prediction for next week. But obviously, the here and now, this is a big, big game. And yeah, no Magasa as well. Whether he's injured or he's off as well is another question. Don't want to go relitigate, but we could probably do a Potts. Don't mention Potter, that's for sure. But Potts, we could have probably done with Potts in and around the bench. So yeah, we'll see how again. Yeah.
The other thing is, I'm seeing. I agree that the bench is a bit weak. But we want to see Stefan here agreeing that the bench looks weak. We want to see the youth coming through. But at the same time, you've got to think that 𝗪𝗲𝘀𝗻 probably isn't on that list if 𝗪𝗀𝘁 is fit.
Correct.
And
𝗪𝗀𝘁 starts if he's fit.
There's 𝗪𝗀𝘁 and 𝗕𝗂𝗏, I think, in the middle. If he's fit. My only worry is, I think I was just saying to you before we started, 𝗕𝗂𝗏's the strongest part of 𝗕𝗂𝗏's game is going forward for me.
100%.
And when you've got 𝗪𝗏𝘀 next to it, I really want to be positive about 𝗪𝗏𝘀. When you've got 𝗪𝗏𝘀, who is young. I mean, a lot of people had a go at me last season when I called Potts young, but when you've got 𝗪𝗏𝘀 who's young and 𝗕𝗂𝗏 who's young, you can't really just fuck off up the pitch, and just know that when you've got someone like Alvarez there, you can be like, Alvarez can say to him, he's got the experience to read the momentum and the speed of the game and go on, get forward. Whereas when you've got 𝗪𝗏𝘀 and 𝗕𝗂𝗏 next to each other, are they going to get nervous together? Is one of them going to say to the other, go on, push up a bit? I've got this at the moment. And the other thing is that midfielders get a lot of shit from defenders, because obviously shit travels downhill. But the goalkeeper has a go at the defenders have a go at the midfielders have a go at holding midfield. So which one of them is going to have the bollocks to turn around and go on, push up? And then you've got Stavropoulos and 𝗪𝗏𝗀 behind you going, what are you doing? Why are you telling them to push up? There we go. Russ is behind the scenes fixing everything for us. Yeah,
I know. I get it. Like, and it is I'm moving around the place, but yeah, I get it. Like, the middle two is probably the concern here today. I don't think we've any worries about the back four. Everyone has their views on Pablo, but I think the front four is the strength that we have here. It's whether the middle two can do the business today, and that'll be huge. Now, it could be a scenario where just we score a couple of goals on the basis that hopefully Solomon hits the ground running. We can Tarry could nut in a few. Bowen does what Bowen does best, and we could be in a situation where we score a couple of goals. But I think at the same time, we don't have that safety net you were talking about. Like Kanté or Orford could, whether it was both of them and they play the three, you've got that safety net behind you of Alvarez, mopping things up. That luxury is no longer in place. So you're now in a scenario where you're like, as you say, how does that partnership work? And hopefully we can be looking back in a couple of hours' time and say, you know what, Kanté and Orford, they stake their claim. It's going to be how we're going to fit Engels into this team, because those two are undroppable. Now, whether that'll happen or not, I don't know. But I really want to see a big, strong performance. And in fairness to Nuno, he has played a lot of youth. He's shown faith in youth. That's it. There's some serious youth on the team. Kanté, Orford, Scarles, and the bench as well. So he's put his trust in youth, and that is one thing that West Ham fans do enjoy. Is like having the ability, having those youth players coming through. I know Kanté is not an academy product per se, but the rest are. And Landers is on the bench. I think someone was mentioning that. Mick was mentioning that. So look, I thought he'd be off to Scotland, and maybe he will be. But it'd be interesting to see if he got a few minutes today, if we did need to find something.
It's a bit of a catch-22 for me, because last season I was complaining about some of our senior players and saying we should be giving the youth a try, because obviously that some of the seniors are terrible. Now I'm seeing a bench like this and I'm saying, it looks a bit underpowered. My worry is up front. What do you do if Tatty has a stinker? What do you do? You bring Landers on or Ajala, and is it fair to him? If we go a goal down, or if we're 0-0 with Burnley in the later stages of the game, you can't bring one of those on and expect them to chase the game. It's a bit of a... I mean, diamonds are made under pressure, but I just think it's not an ideal situation for younger players to be in. They should be the players that you bring on when Tatty's on a hat-trick. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure what we're going to do going forward. We need another striker, clearly.
Yeah, I lost you there for a moment, Ben, but yeah, I would agree if we do have, or if Pablo or Tally aren't at it. Well, Pablo's rarely been at it, I suppose, per se, but we're both big fans. Think it's fair. But yeah, Tally is our main goal threat. If he's not at it, or God forbid he got an injury, touch wood, he does not, of course. But we don't have ready-made options off the bench. What you're realistically going to have to do is change the formation around somewhat. You'll have, Bowen will have to, step in and go up front. It's not his best position, clearly, but we'll have to do some sort of formation change realistically, because I don't think those on the bench, unless it's like for like Ajala coming in for Solomon, for example, or Landers potentially coming on. But yeah, it isn't. It isn't, the finished article. We'll hopefully get a couple of, we'll get another striker in. We've obviously got Engels to bring in as well, but it looks like is gone, and So, and we could also bring on Juff in a more advanced role should that be required. But we have a tricky enough day at the office today, you would think, given the fact that we're a little bit light in certain spots for sure.
I think I don't know. I think that Engel is really going to help this team, but even if Engels was signed in time, even if Engels was gone again in time, was signed in time, he still wouldn't be able to play. Still wouldn't be able to play. Still wouldn't be able to play up front. So we've got no cover for Tati. I understand that here Landers is backup. He's backup to backup. Last season, backup was Callum Wilson. I think, are you having a hard time hearing me on it?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's all good. You're dropping in and dropping out, so I'm getting bits and pieces of it. So I'm trying my best. But maybe just keep on trucking, and we'll keep on going. So Try just saying, I think a lot of people, I'm guessing that was what we were talking about, was like focusing on the bench and not having options. We do have obviously lots of youth on the bench. We've got some good defensive backups, but I think the problem being is middle of the pitch. I think Ward-Prowse will probably get some time today. And again, if there is, God forbid, something happens up top, we don't have a huge amount of options. But forgetting about the bench for the time being and looking at that 11 that we've got, how do you feel about it overall?
It's strong. If we were playing Lincoln or QPR or Charlton, then I like the team. But I mean, Burnley have a different feel to them because they've just been demoted with us. The teams know each other. Well, actually, a lot has changed at Burnley, so I guess that probably it's not really that applicable. My prediction, I think, was the same as yours before we'd even seen the lineup. Was 3-1 West Ham. Are you still going ahead with that?
Yeah, I am. I think that Bowen and Tati, between the two of them, pretty much, and Kante as well last week, turned the game very, very quickly in a 10-minute spell, or slightly shorter than that. We went from 1-0 down to 3-1 up if you exclude the time taken for half time. So I think that's probably going to be what happens today, is that a few moments of magic between those 3 or 4. And if Pablo can get in on the act, I would be absolutely buzzing. And I think we've got a great back four. And the one player I worry about from Burnley's side of things is Fleming. I think the Go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
No. Go for it.
No, I was just saying from a Burnley perspective, obviously a huge amount has changed. It's probably a good time to play them, given that they have so many players that have left. But I think that they still have that Fleming up front. Whether he'll be there in 2 weeks' time or whatever it might be, Might be a different scenario there, but I think he is a decent striker, and he'll definitely be a decent striker at this level. So I think he could give us problems. But beyond that, I think that our back four should be pretty solid. And I hope just the midfield too can just can form a good partnership today, because that's a bit of the unknown that we've got ahead of us.
Do their job. No, I was just pointing out it was exactly because you were talking about Pablo. That's why I just pulled up this comment from Mandy. Yeah. I think it is. If he's going to struggle in the championship, if he looks like a duck out of water, a fish out of water, sorry, over the next few games, then I think we have to kind of be honest with ourselves and say that it's not worked. When you look at the fact we spent 25 million on Pablo, was it?
I never know the exact figure, because it was almost like it was bundled with Tati. So it was 50 million total, but I don't know exactly how much was allocated, but it was definitely 20 million, I would guess. But
we've got Solomon there for 7 million, and Solomon is a proven championship goal scorer and creator. And then you've got Pablo. And I know there's a lot of football conspiracy theories about, whose palms got greased and what. But I really want him to do well. But every time I watch him play, especially against Portsmouth, I just think... I don't know what that was. Especially against Portsmouth, I just think someone somewhere is laughing. Someone somewhere is laughing.
Yeah, well, well, obviously he gets the piss taken out of him regularly, and he isn't quick. He takes an extra touch when needed, or not when needed, just all the time. But the hope being that this is his level. I think, everyone knows that, certain players are conference players, and certain players need a goal just to get them started. And maybe Pablo is that type. Like, it must be weighing on him somewhat that he hasn't scored. So I'm guessing one goes in off his arse and he's up and running. Speaking of up and running, it looks like Ben may not be up and running. Is he? Can he hear me? I don't know. I'm going to ask the chat. Am I solo on the chat? Can you hear me okay? Tries, you're usually good for giving some feedback. Am I audible? Am I visual? And if so, I can pull in a few comments. We can have a bit of a chin wag while Ben is out and about. So, yes, you can hear me. Super stuff.
I realised
it's all good, man.
My webcam was connecting. My webcam's microphone was connecting. That's why you were struggling to hear me. So I've got this thing sat in front of me, just looking pretty, and it's trying to. I've got Mrs. out there making coffee. And
I'm not sure it's improved, Ben, but we'll keep on trucking.
No worries.
Are you? This is. We got to roll with it, Ben. Okay, we'll start again. Ben, are you ready? Are you happy? Have you got all the things connected you need to get connected?
Yep, I believe so.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Traj is saying Pablo. So Pablo is pacey. I'm not sure who was saying Pablo is pacey. I don't think it was myself who was saying it, but if so, I don't think he's pacey. But hopefully he can, get in a decent position or two today. Maybe hit the back of the net. So, but are you by Pablo, or are you still giving him your are you still backing him, or how are you going? Are you getting a bit more reluctant to row in behind him?
I still think that there's a possibility he'll come good. I just it diminishes with every game. When I watch him play, and especially against Portsmouth, I just think he looks like he couldn't buy a goal. I'd love to see him score though. Like, obviously,
Ekin. Pablo hat-trick today.
Yeah, well, listen, it's the first competitive game. Well, it's not. Portsmouth was the first competitive game, but it's the first game of the season. So what a good time to open his account, you know? It's got to happen sometime. Well, it doesn't have to happen, but you'd think it would happen. And if it was to happen today, I think, you know, the fan base would be, well, most of the fan base would be delighted for him. Everyone would be delighted for the goal, and it would just be huge. I think, you know, having Bowen and Solomon out wide, now now that we have a, you know, proper left winger that we haven't had in pre-season, we didn't have it last week, that could hopefully give a bit of service. And the footage I've seen of Solomon, he looks like the real deal, and I think he can cause a lot of problems. And a lot of the goals that I saw were, you know, he would, you know, were cut back goals. Like, you know, he would make good darts into the box and cut back goals. A lot of the time he was combining with the likes of Dan James and Pirou. But maybe Pablo could be one of those to just bundle one in from 4 or 5 yards, you know?
I've seen nothing confirmed by any of the big West Ham social medias.
You're not going to come up with some the Pirou. You're not going to give me Pirou, are you?
That's what I saw yesterday. And to be fair, I said to Nathan, when we got relegated, I said to Nathan, I'd be surprised if we don't come in for Pirou, because honestly, he's a Nuno striker. He's just a brick shithouse. And Pirou and Solomon, they did it together, over 100 points.
They did.
You know, I mean, it makes sense, but I spent a lot of time today looking over potential transfers in and out, and I was looking at some of them, and I just think some of them have just been names pulled out of hats. You know,
Ben, you said to me at the start of this stream that you were staying away from social media. You were giving it a wide berth.
Oh no!
This is what happens. Then you're getting these mad stories. You know.
I wasn't on social media looking at the transfer thing. I was looking at actual. There's a website. I'll send you the link. There's a website that actually collates all the reports, and then it kind of shows you players you're linked with. And when you click on it, it says like where the links come from.
Yeah.
So you can. It's like a bullshit filter essentially. Like there's one on there. We're linked with Paul Pogba because someone on TalkSport last week said West Ham should have a look at him because he's a free agent, you know, and that has ended in us being linked to him. That's not a link. That's like you and me having a chat and me saying to you, do you know who we should have a look at? Lionel Messi. We should have a look at that fella, the Argentinian, pretty unknown around the world.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden it gets reported as a transfer link. You know, it's not a link. It's just a hypothetic, you know. I was actually watching. Do you know what I did? Right, I don't think I'm going to drop it today. I think I'm going to save it for gift of the gab. And hopefully it's going to be completely irrelevant, right? But I've got a list of players that have scored more goals than Pablo. Some real bad West Ham players that have obviously scored more than Pablo's 0 goals.
Well, when you're basing it against Pirlo, you know, that's obviously there's going to be like tons of players that have gotten one here and there.
No. I've been selective. Like
so
Havard Norvite, players like that.
Yeah. Well, what's that?
I did find out a weird stat. I found this out. West Ham have never had a goalkeeper score from open play.
What was that now? What was the open play query there?
West Ham have never had a goalkeeper score from open play before. Never.
And where I might have missed the context there, Ben. You're talking goalkeeper.
It was just the fact I was looking at players that had scored more goals than Pablo, and then I thought, hold on, do you know what'd be really funny for this list is if I could get a couple of goalkeepers. And goalkeepers tend to score more and more in the modern game. They go up the corners, and you know, some of them hit free kick. There was a Southern American goalkeeper that used to take free kicks, but we've never had a keeper score in open play.
I don't find that surprising. Do you find that surprising?
I do in the modern game, especially where teams put a lot of reliance on corners. Like before, I think probably about 5-6 years ago, you used to be like, wow, a goalkeeper scored. But now you see it on Sky Sports News, and it's kind of like, yeah, 96-minute
I was
corner.
I must say, I still find it pretty surprising when a goalkeeper scores. The only ones I can think of is like Paul Robinson with that boot that popped over Foster's head. Obviously, Schmeichel scored in some European game. I know Alisson scored a header, a very nice header at that. But I can't think of like, they're not like, it's not like a week in, week out affair, unless I'm missing out somehow. But yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all we got someone defending your honor in the group here.
Well, who's coming at me? Well, listen, GP, you know, I appreciate you. Look, I'm happy that you're defending my honor. And listen, I think you're a bit of a hunk too. But my question being is like, who are you defending me against? Who's coming for me? You know, who's picking on me? So, yeah,
it's all kicking off.
Θρωd's giving Wilson Raider vibes over here.
See, look, we might have to auction you off for a night with Connor for charity or something. We might have to...
Listen, it'll come cheap. My missus won't have a problem, I'm sure. She'd welcome it. She'd welcome me out of the house for the day. Unfortunately, I have to travel. I haven't traveled across the water. But unless someone wants to come in for a night out in Dublin, you know, you're more than welcome.
Or they could take you on a date to an away game.
Listen, an away day, I would never turn down an away day. You've got your away day coming up, don't you? You're going to Bolton, aren't you? Bolton, West Ham.
Yeah, one of the worst stadiums with the worst atmosphere in the Championship. It's going to be fantastic.
What is the Bolton Stadium? Obviously, I remember the Reebok. Is it still the Reebok rebranded, or what is it now?
I think it's called something else, but it is still the Reebok. It is still the same stadium. I think it's something Windows or something. Let's have a look. The Tough Sheet Community Stadium. Evidently, on weekends when there's no football there, they have a boot sale in the car park, which is
oh dear, Ben's having a tough time. Dublin, yeah, get over here. You know, hop on a flight. You know, get the boat, whatever you need. What's going on in the comments here? Is it really going off? Can someone fill me in? But let's. For last year, I think the only top scorer in the championship that didn't hit the 20 mark. But you know, listen, I'd welcome any additional strikers, any support there. Ben, you're back, are you?
Yeah,
He looks frozen to me. Question then for the group.
You're coming up frozen to me. Everyone, let us know. Do I keep freezing? Does Connor keep freezing?
I'm going to keep going.
Freezing for me, and I'm freezing for Connor. So come on, comments, help us out in the chat. What's going on? Who are you having a hard time hearing and seeing?
So, Ben, confirm this for me. Am I freezing for you as well?
Yeah.
What the hell? Like, I can see myself. There's zero lag. It's all good in the hood. Now you're a spinning wheel on my screen. So I hope I'm not a spinning wheel.
Now you're a spinning wheel for me. Okay, now lads, perfect. Is Connor lagged out for everyone else? Am I still here? Is anyone still here? Connor is now gone. Right. I assume, can everyone hear me, see me okay? Yep, perfect. Cheers, Trudge. Thanks a lot, mate. Having a bit. Cheers, buddy. Having a bit of a put a shilling in the meter, Dublin. We're having a bit of a moment here. Connor's going to jump back on. we're having a bit of a moment here. Technology is not technologying, so bear with us, guys. So can't stomach a Guinness, loves a Modelo or Peroni. I like a Modelo. Modelo's, I've got a fridge full, actually. I should probably have a couple, shouldn't I? I'm wired, mate. 2.5 gig port, so should not be a problem for me. Cheers, Renegade. Hope you're doing well, mate. 15 million seems okay. Leeds fan said he got fastest hat trick in the championship. The GP, basically, I spent a lot of time. My cousin's a Leeds supporter, so I spent a lot of time watching Leeds. And when I was watching Leeds, it was one of the. I actually went and saw them play at the Ellen Road, great stadium, by the way. And Perot was playing up front. Manuel Solomon was out wide. 3 players that really impressed me: Solomon, Perot, and Tanaka. 3 players that really, really, really impressed me. I can see why we're looking at Perot. Perot is here. He is. Got him back.
I don't know what's going on, but can you hear me all right?
Yep, can hear you all right.
Hopefully now. I just the screen crashed for me, so hopefully I'm all good and we're back again. God, we're having a rough time. I hope this isn't going to be the way the season's going to go, Ben.
We got Trudge here as a theory as to what's happened. So I think Connor's frozen again. Tanaka is a classy performer. He is 100% a very classy performer. I really like Tanaka. Perot, if you ever seen him play, is a Nuno striker for me. He's a Chris Woods.
I'm not. You froze on me.
You keep freezing up. I don't know what's going on. Right. Let us know, guys, if you can. If I'm cutting out, let me know. It's getting a bit confusing. I don't know what's there. I think
what's happening for me, Ben. Yeah, what's happening for me, and I'm texting you right now. What's happening for me is I look perfect, but clearly, and you are. I can barely hear you. It's 100% that I'm having tech issues, apparently, right? I have got full bar everything. It's driving me ballistic. I have full internet Wi-Fi, but apparently I'm having tech issues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put myself. I'm going to sit. I'm going to sit on the router, and then if I have tech issues, God knows why.
No worries, mate. Yeah, I'm wired. I'm wired, Trini. I'm wired right into the router there. I think it's just a bad technology day, and hopefully that is a good omen for football. Hopefully football's not going to be a problem today. Unlike our streaming. You're with us at the moment, Connor. You're with us at the moment. Every time you say you can't hear me, you're frozen. So I don't know whether it's me or you, but
I am with you. I am with you, yeah.
Connor is having a tech mare. Yeah. Also, try standing on one leg.
I don't know how it's me. Like I've had no like. I'm convinced it's not me, but obviously it is. So listen, I'll stick around as long as I can. And you were dropping off for me, but anyway, what?
You're perfect now. You're perfect now.
Well, I'll stay as perfect as possible, as long as possible. But anyway, what have I missed, Ben? What have I missed?
We were talking about signing Perot from Leeds. This might I add. We're having this conversation based on something that I maybe saw on Twitter. I saw one person tweet about it. Apparently, Roger's seen the link as well. But this is a conversation. Yeah. What would you think? Have you seen him play?
I've seen him play. I've seen some highlights. To be honest, like I didn't give it a huge amount of. I haven't given him a huge amount of thought because those rumors, I'm guessing, came from some no mark X account that has no credibility whatsoever. So to give it, like, I think it's fair to say, would he be a good signing? Maybe. Should we be talking about it in such detail? Maybe not, because the chances of it happening are probably zero. But the question I do have for you on a striker front, and it's one that I have a little bit of knowledge about, and I actually wrote an email about it today, is what do we think about Troy Parrott coming to West Ham? How do you feel about it, Ben? How does everyone else in the comments, assuming you can hear me, feel about Troy Parrott to West Ham?
I absolutely love Troy Parrott. I think he'd be okay as long as we don't isolate him up top. The one thing that's upsetting me about Troy Parrott isn't exclusive to Parrott. It's a new thing in football I'm seeing, right? People on the national front, not the national front as in that, but on a national side of the game, trying to dissuade players from making these moves. Like, we're very lucky we kept Bowen, because Thomas Tuchel last season said the only reason he didn't get in the England team is because he plays for West Ham. And now you've got a lot of the Irish media saying Troy Parrott shouldn't go to West Ham. It's beneath him. It will ruin him. Like, there's a lot of noise when it comes to signing players that they're dissuading players. You know, if these players were going to Wrexham or something, I think that people would make more of a case for it and say, yeah, go to Wrexham. They're on the up. They're a big up and coming team. But because it's West Ham, there seems to be a problem with it. But I mean, I've only seen bits of the media. Obviously, you're in Ireland. It's probably massively covered in Ireland. So what's kind of what's the catch out there?
Well, yeah, it's covered everywhere. It's on every single possible, Instagram or social account that follows football in any way, shape, or form. It's like the main story at the moment in Ireland, apart from our national clubs going through various different Champions League qualifiers. But it's the biggest news because there's no international football, obviously, and everyone for Troy, his next move, because he's definitely leaving AZ, to be the one that he kicks on from. But everyone is trying to dissuade him from joining West Ham because all they see is West Ham's history of signings or striker signings that haven't succeeded. They just see this and are now saying he can't possibly. He has to not go at all costs to West Ham. But my query in the email I sent today was: Are you simply basing this recommendation, shall we say, to Troy on our history of strikers? Is that the only basis? Because I don't think they will have looked at our squad too much. I don't think they'll have paid. They just see, they're a shit team. They got relegated. They're in the Championship. Troy Parrott's our superstar striker who has the world at his feet. Why would he go to West Ham, who are so badly run and they haven't a clue and they're in the Championship? So my argument was, have you actually paid attention to how West Ham is evolving and changed in recent times? Have you looked? You're gone again.
No, you're still.
You've all died on me again.
I've gone all circly, have I?
Yeah, you've gone all. The heaven's gone circly for me. Although myself, I look all good. But anyway, what I was just saying was that the Irish public are saying that we need to, the next move has to be a move where he can, kick on, and they just see West Ham and the Championship as an overall negative. And my argument was that there's a lot of positivity about West Ham right now. Sullivan's no longer involved. We're, hopefully we'll have a better ownership situation and more clarity on that within the next month. We're actually trying to do things the right way from a recruitment perspective with Neil Stoppin, and we've managed to make some good we made some good money from the players that we've sold, which wouldn't typically have happened. So I was just trying to paint a rosier picture of West Ham. I don't think he will be a world beater. I don't think he will be plenty good for the Championship. And I think if we can keep Tatty, those two could be a really nice double act. And I think we'll score tons of goals between the two of them. Yeah. The worry I have is if, and fingers and toes crossed, we get promoted, we've got a player who might sign for 25 million if that rate is what we're hearing, who might not be able to step up. And that's a big fee for a player that you're not certain is Premier League ready. So that's my big worry about him. But I think for the here and now, plenty good. And I think he would be a good signing. But my worry is just the future. But I think for this year, he would be fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. I find it really difficult with teams looking at us, and I don't think it is just based on our history with strikers, because we've brought strikers in that play in a different way, and our system doesn't always suit them. But this time, as you say, with 𝗕𝗂𝗏𝗃, it looks like this isn't just a guess. I would say, although again it's a very loose connection, but 𝗕𝗂𝗏 would suit us more imminently. But there's one thing I saw here from 𝗕𝗏𝗃. If it was a choice of 𝗕𝗧𝗖 or Parrott with our last 30 million, I'd pick 𝗕𝗧𝗖. What would you do?
Oh, 100%. Like all day long, I would pick 𝗕𝗧𝗖. 𝗕𝗧𝗖, we know he's played for us before. He changed our back four overnight. He's a proven. We know what we're getting with 𝗕𝗧𝗖. It's rubber stamp. We don't really know what we're getting from Parrott, and yeah, we'll have to see. So Parrott off according to X apparently.
Is Parrott off?
These dots here. Oh, on or off? I thought he was saying X was saying he was off. Yeah.
Well, Parrott's not in. He hasn't.
I think it was. Yeah.
Parrott wasn't in the squad this weekend. So.
Yeah.
Parrott going to Leeds.
There's now. Name's just taking the Mickey now. He was also he was slagging me off as well. There said I'm fucked as the Saints.
Look, Maddie.
Yeah. So I'm getting pelters for my.
I've now got.
Well, hopefully we can do some bullying.
I've got the YouTube stream here, so I can tell if I drop out or whatever. So I can see if I drop out or.
I'll do the same.
Or whatnot.
I'll do the same.
Wouldn't have minded Diouf starting today, but I don't think he would start because I think he's going to be sold. Nairobi, cheers, buddy. Nice for joining in. Jan agrees. She'd take 𝗕𝗧𝗖 over Parrott, and I got to agree. But having said that, we need a striker. How do you feel about Vardy? How's anyone feeling about Vardy? If we sign Vardy, would that be good or bad? Although apparently Sheffield Wednesday are after Vardy as well.
Like, obviously, if it was a choice between Parrott and Vardy, I wouldn't be hugely keen if we were to say, oh, we won't get Parrott, we'll just get Vardy, and then Vardy is our only bench option. But if we were to get Parrott and Vardy, I would be happy enough because I think Vardy will, would be able to bring something different, and he's got a bit of, attitude. I think like that kind of, arsehole kind of energy that he has wouldn't be the worst in the world to have in the team. And so he'd be a player that I would welcome. But as again, caveated that by the fact that I don't want him to be the only striker option. It would hopefully be, if it's Parrott, which it looks like it might be, Parrott plus Vardy as a freebie at the end. But yeah, I think he would do okay. I know he played for a relegated Italian team. I think it was 𝗕𝗏𝗄𝗃, but he seemed to score quite a few. He scored a reasonable amount, it seems. So it mightn't be the worst in the world.
And as you say, he's got that kind of arsehole energy about him. He is a shit ass. And we do love a shit ass at West Ham. I did say, just harping back to 𝗕𝗏𝗏 quickly, I just realised that when you went off and come back on, someone actually said that 𝗕𝗏𝗏 was two things. One, he was in the championship team of the season with Somerville, and the other was that he scored the fastest ever hat trick in the championship.
Yeah, well, look, and I presume he's like, did he get much game time like last year or anything like that? Does he get any game time at all? No.
obviously Calvert-Lewin was kind of their main port of call, really.
Yeah, so he's completely frozen out then. So,
Vardy would be our fastest player if he joined at 39 years old.
Yeah, well, I don't think, it'd be there's few that would be able to keep up in a foot race. Like, I don't think Solomon's particularly quick. I think he's reasonably quick. I don't think he's rapid by any means. And Bowen's lost a yard. What's that?
Yeah, he's agile. Solomon's very agile.
Yeah. Agile, that's the thing. He's more of a tricky kind of player, like, So I'm excited to see him today. But in a foot race, don't think he might be able to beat a 39-year-old Vardy. But I just think that having him on the bench wouldn't be a bad option to have on the bench,
Yeah, no, he definitely wouldn't. And Scott here as well. Vardy would be great for the young strikers to learn from at Rush Green for a year, like Cummins and Landers. Could even help Pablo find his shooting boots. I think that the modern game, it's more and more important about having these players in your dressing room. I do genuinely believe that it's handy having some characters like that in the dressing room. It's why I could kind of understand taking Jordan Henderson to the World Cup.
Yeah, I get it. Like, you need seasoned, like, old heads. I still don't think I could stand over, if I was an Englishman, bringing Jordan Henderson to the World Cup on the basis of the players he left out. But I understand it is worthwhile, having a few seasoned heads around the club, having kind of, some leaders as well, because obviously, we've long talked about how there's team leaders, and obviously, Sassy would be one, and Dean Austin's one. Bowen is an example type. But if we could get a few more older, more seasoned types, we don't want a huge number of them. I think Vardy would definitely be, good from that perspective. And a Hugh Yard bastard that would just, cause a bit of chaos,
I'm okay with Vardy. He's always been dependable to score, and he's always had a crackhead energy.
Yeah, but he does have that kind of head. And he does have that kind of, wide-eyed, like, lunatic, look in his face, and he would definitely antagonize plenty of players and opposition fans. So it would be enjoyable for a year. So I would welcome it, but at the same time, we need a few more.
We need to replace Callum Wilson.
Yeah.
And if we were in the Premier League and you said to me you're going to sign Jamie Vardy as a backup striker, I'd be like, no. But we're in the Championship. I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be the worst thing. I could see him. Someone here. I can't. There we go. Look, Vardy on at 60 minutes is another cheat code. It is. It honestly is. Honestly is. It's weird talking about signing a 39-year-old striker in a positive way, but we are in the Championship, and like Michael says here, the last 39-year-old son was Teddy, and he did all right.
Yeah, no, absolutely. 60 seems a bit early, though. Will you not be more of a kind of a 75, 80 man? I don't know. But maybe giving it 30 minutes is what we need to do. But I think we're going to see a frantic enough last couple of weeks to the window, because there's going to be teams coming in for some of our players. There's obviously already been. Magas is gone, it would seem. Alvarez is gone. We need to hold on to the rest now, because I think Juve could be gone. So, like, if we lose those players, we're really, and we lose any more, we'd really be in a bad spot. So I think we need to keep what we got now and then build on it from there, because we can't, like, if we lost Tati, say, for argument's sake, that leaves us. We looked at the bench a minute ago. There was very little attacking options on the bench. If we lost Tati, for argument's sake, then you have to sign, 3 strikers? I just think that we need to hold on to what we got at the moment for sure, and then look to supplement it. But I don't think we can afford to lose any more players, certainly in the front 4 anyway.
100%. And this is no slight on Josh Landers, because I think he's fantastic. Cummins, I think they're fantastic. Ajala, I love all our youth. The youth players that are on the bench, is no slight on them at all. But if you were looking at this lineup, who would you rather, Josh Landers or Jamie Vardy, to come on and change a game? We don't even know. We can
100%.
hypothesize what Landers is like as a player when he plays for the under-21. This is a different beast. It's a different beast. Strikers thrive on confidence, and if you play the first game of the season, and if we do not win today, the away supporters will let their feelings be known.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. And just moving on slightly, Michael's made a point here. He's not sure about 𝗕𝗓𝗧, but like I completely get where 𝗕𝗓𝗧 is coming from. You know, like he obviously, you know, is a Premier League standard player. I think he proved that last year, and I think that you know, he is obviously looking for other options. Like if Palace came in or Fulham or something like that comes in for him, he'll go there. You know, I get it, but like, if no one comes along, we'll get him. Like, so I think that it seems to be increased confidence. I don't know if I'm sensing this for myself or I'm sensing it from other people, but there does seem to be a bit more confidence in it. And, you know, I think there is a bigger chance now that we'll get him than not. And just to reiterate, I don't mind the fact that he hasn't said, I'm going to go to West Ham, because in a week's time, he might be like, right, I've signed for West Ham. And then he hears that, you know, Palace or some decent team in Germany or Italy or Spain were interested in him. So I can understand keeping his options open. But, you know, Niels Koppen proved that he can get his number one target when it comes to the midfield and getting Arne Engels. Maybe he can do the same with 𝗕𝗓𝗧𝗖, but just a slightly different way, having to outweight, you know, other teams going in for him. So, yeah, I think it's fair enough.
I would just look at that and think, like, it must be difficult. Well, I know that doing business is difficult from people that I've spoken to. I know that transfer business, it isn't like FIFA, it isn't like Football Manager. You don't just whack an email across and you don't end up in each other's offices talking. The managers very rarely even talk to each other. Sometimes there'll be like a graceful little, do you mind if I have a chat with your lad? Or if the managers have got a relationship, they'll ring them and say, look, your boy blah blah blah, is he available? Like, what's his plans this season? What's your plans for him? If they've got a relationship. But more often than not, the director of football at each club, they speak. The negotiators speak. They negotiate the same way as a police like PC doesn't do hostage negotiations. It's exactly the same. You know, Jared Bowen isn't negotiating our transfers for us. So when your negotiator is dealing with one thing, the offers tend to take a while. So the chances are, if Engels was his big target, and let's face it, central midfield is clearly a problem for us. It was last season, and we have to replace our best player that's gone, which is Fernandes. Our next important position is centre-back. So now that Engels has dropped in, we may well see some movement on that deal. And as you say there, Koppen's proven this week he can get his man. So maybe it's his turn now to take maybe 𝗕𝗓𝗧𝗖 and his auntie out for a lovely little slap-up meal up the Shard or something. He's going to take 𝗕𝗓𝗧𝗖's aunt up the Shard.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, they're absolutely lean on the auntie for good measure. Exactly. Yeah. No. So yeah, I think we are doing that thing where we sign one player at a time. It's not like, you know, where maybe it happened before where we might get a couple, and well, we got a couple over the January transfer window, but it looks like we're doing one by one. We wanted development. We got him on a free. Then we needed to plug the gap for left mid. We got Solomon in. Then we obviously needed to replace Fernandes. We got Arne Engels in, and Callum Wilson, 𝗕𝗓𝗧𝗖. They're two other obvious replacements that are required. And yeah, so hopefully we can move fairly sharpish and get those two boxed off within the next. I'm not too worried about it, but it would be nice to have them bed into the team sooner rather than later.
It's and I think that we're starting to see.
Did you lose?
I did a touch.
Yeah.
I think we're starting to see the pieces fall into place, and I think there's a lot of positivity. I watched Gonzo earlier. He did a video about. He did a video basically saying this is refreshing. We'll come back to the announcement video, by the way, because I thought that's fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
But he was saying no preferred agent was involved. There was no Will Salthouse. There was no Jorge Mendes. That, you know, this deal was done by the club, not an outsider, not a third party. This was negotiated and done in house. So that for me is massive. The other thing is, as we were just saying, that announcement video, like that is something that last season we spoke about a bit, about some of the players not understanding what it meant. And now you got the bloke, he's been washing the kits for years, and he is proud to just wash the shit out of their kits. I don't mean actual shit. And maybe Benny McCarthy's kit had some human shit on it, but it never got used apart from that. But he cleans probably their boots, everything. And he's proud to just do that because he's serving his club. So now it's time for these overpaid prima donnas to lace up and go out on the pitch and be as proud as he is to just represent the club, represent the area. And it's not impossible.
Yeah, no, it was yeah, go on.
It's not impossible for outsiders to get it either, because like you don't have to be from East London. You get it. You're from Dublin. You know, we've got Gaza here. He's from Chicago. Yeah. He gets it. We've got someone here from Trinidad. He gets it. You know, there's people all over the world get it. So the players have to get it as well. If this is the way we're going to conduct ourselves, then maybe dropping down is going to be worth it.
Yeah. If there's some proper change that happens, I like the announcement video too. I thought it was great. It's nice to show some of the kind of unseen, people behind the scenes. It's great to put them in the spotlight for a moment, Yeah. So yeah, I thought the video was great, and yeah, I think it is good that we signed a player that wasn't a Will Salthouse client or the like, and it seemed to be done the right way, and we got him for a reasonable fee as well, given that Forest offered 25 in January to get him for 22, plus I'm guessing some additionals that will bring it up to probably the 25 mark, you would have thought. But yeah, so yeah, it's exciting to have him in the team, and hopefully he's as good as people are predicting. I'm speaking of predictions. Mandy's asked for score predictions as well, so please get them in the chat as well. I think we've given ours. Ben, are you still sticking to? I don't know if I asked you. Are you still sticking with your original?
Yeah, I'm still sticking my 3-1. I still think we're almost the same West Ham that beat Burnley quite comfortably last season, and Burnley are less of a Burnley that we beat quite comfortably last season. So I think I don't see why not.
Yeah, the only reservation I have today is the middle two. I think they're both great individually. They played well against Portsmouth. The fear is that they're just a bit young. And it just might be a bit much. So that's my only worry, is the middle two. But beyond that, I'm feeling pretty optimistic, and I'm looking forward to seeing Solomon.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. The West Ham YouTube account the other day put out a video where it was showing all of West Ham's best goals against Championship clubs, and I saw Youssouf Ben-Ayoun, another obviously Israeli player. What a player Ben-Ayoun was!
Yeah,
what a player. I also came up with something that I thought you and me could talk about on Thursday night. Do you think that we've been unlucky because we signed players like Payet, and obviously more recently Paqueta, but Dean Ashton, these players who, Paqueta, we almost sold him for 85 million. One mistake and he went for next to nothing really for what, like, on the value of a player like that. Payet, how much would Payet have been worth in today's market? Dean Ashton, like we had these players that we found and really they're valuable, and we've had to let them go for nothing. But
well, the good thing is, at least this season, we've managed to make some money out of the two biggest assets that we had. So we made hay with Fernandez, we made hay with Crescencio Somerville. So yeah, hopefully we don't have that unlucky scenario where if Kante turns out to be, and I think he's probably the most likely that will be worth a huge amount in the future. So hopefully when it does come to moving a player like him on, because realistically, he probably will have to move on. It could be Engels as well. He's 22. He's got a decent ceiling, you would think. I want to be in a position where when we do, as you say, move these players on, if required, we actually get what's worth. I don't want them to say, I'm fucking off and you can piss off. And it'll be fuck all, or I'm going to, like Paqueta, makes these mistakes or not mistakes, or we don't already know what happened. There was something fishy. There's no smoke without fire, I think, in that scenario. Yeah. But it cost us a huge amount of money. And hopefully we can, it doesn't, none of our future players bite us in the ass like that,
Quickly, based on you reminded me to go on and check Finalysis. I'm a bit out of sorts with the whole match day experience. But obviously, you've gone for 3-1 on Finalysis. I've gone for 3-1 on Finalysis. And for anyone who doesn't use Finalysis, jump on. Great app, fan app where you can predict scores, write your match reviews and stuff. But the West Ham fans' prediction, the prediction that's average for the West Ham fans' prediction is a 2-1 win against Burnley. The Burnley fans' prediction is a 2-1 win for West Ham. But the Finalysis AI, Fernando,
it's changed.
Fernando predicts a 1-0 win for Burnley.
Yeah, I checked this yesterday, and I saw it was 2-1 West Ham for the West Ham fans, but it was the Burnley fans were 2-2 up until yesterday evening. So they've obviously changed. A few more predictions have gone in, and it's gone to 2-1. So look, I would take a 2-1. I take any win, frankly. I think, given that, Wolves stuttered a bit and Southampton lost today. I'm not sure how close Southampton will be. Borough got the win in the end. But I think that, it's really crucial that we get off to a winning start here, because and we're playing against Burnley. It might not be the Burnley that other teams might play in 2 or 3 weeks' time, but still, it's a huge game in Turf Moor. It's an away game, first day of the season against Burnley. Like that's as tricky as it gets, irrespective of personnel change. So, with a bit of luck, we get off to a winning start, because I think it'll be huge.
And let's be
Dublin. They're just calling me Dublin now.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier. When you wonder, Dublin is right. We'll take any win today. Settling, calm the nerves. If anyone who looked at the scores or watched along yesterday with the championship games, anyone who saw that will see this league is not going to be easy. It is not an easy league. Borough got pushed to the end by Lincoln City. Bolton won their first game back in the championship. They're favourites to go down. Blackburn are also favourites to go down this season as well. They drew 2-2 with Wolves. This league is not going to be easy, so we need to be getting points on the board. And obviously Nathan's in here, Leeds supporter. He'll tell you how bad it can go if you don't. They went into they dropped down a couple of divisions. I think Birmingham have done it. Coventry have had to do it. Blackburn have done. Bolton were in the Premier League not so long ago, and now they've just got back to the Championship. This is not going to be an easy season.
Yeah, though it's not going to be easy. I think that came sharply into focus yesterday, looking at some of the results and some of the games and some of the surprises as well. So yeah, I think a lot of the pre championship build-up has been the narrative from non-West Ham fans is we're going to piss the league. And I don't see that. I think that we're understandably the favourite to win the league, but at the same time, I don't think we're gonna walk it. Will we win some games comfortably? Absolutely. We'll have a couple of 5-0s or 4-0s or 3-0s and cruise the games, but I don't think that's going to be a week in, week out type of thing. Look, as you say, look at Lincoln yesterday. They're expected to be beat out, and out the gate, and they pushed Borough to the very, very, very end. So, no, I don't mind being called Dublin. That's absolutely fine. Connor works too. that's my thoughts. I think it's gonna be tough.
We also had a brief chat last night about Millwall. They look really good. They look really, really good. I hate it, but the work that the ownership have done at Millwall over the last few years. I mean, I know they haven't gone up, but they've been there or thereabouts for the past 3 seasons. I think Millwall look really good. I think Millwall are definitely promotion contenders. I think there's going to be a lot of surprises this season. I think there's going to be a lot of shocks.
Yeah. And hopefully they're just shared around a bit. I don't want seeing a Burr or someone just streaking away. Ideally, we're the ones streaking away, but I think that there's enough good teams in the Championship that there'll be points taken off a lot of the promotion candidates. So hopefully, there's no one that's just flies ahead too much. But I think today will tell us an awful lot about where we stand, because we're not the finished article yet. There's going to be a few more signings, obviously, and we've got Engels waiting in the wings, but I think still it's a huge benchmark. And I must say, I'm a little nervous now. I'm getting a little nervous. I've been looking forward to this all week, and as per usual, I'm nervous, but I'm excited nervous as opposed to stressed nervous, shall we say.
Well, at least you're just nervous, because we got Robbo here from Australia, up for the opener at 1 a.m, got work at 6 a.m, so he's going to be stressed and tired.
Fair play to you, Robbo. That is some commitment, in fairness to you, because I know what it's like. I was the other side of the world when the run-in was, but I didn't have work the next day, so I could kind of watch a few of the games. But I did sit out a few because it was getting a bit rough. But listen, we're getting close now. Am I right in saying we've got 3 minutes to go till kickoff?
3 minutes to go, and I think we're going to hand over to the main event. Yeah,
that sounds good.
The man you've all come to see.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll have some less. I'll have. It seems to me I've solved it now, but less tech problems next time.
No worries. Perfect. Right, Connor, enjoy the game, mate. I'll chat to you over text.
Right, here we go. Right, let's sort my stuff out. Let's sort it all out. Here we go, everybody. Russ from the West Ham Network. Hope you're safe and well. Obviously, don't forget, in association with Oxford Natural, QR code there, link in description below. Teams are just coming out. What do you think about a team lineup? Thanks to Conor Ben. Apologies, people, for the tech issues. We'll get those sorted. Want to bring you a better experience with all the stats and stuff. So hopefully we can get that sorted for the Charlton game. Oh, I'll just take off. I've just been watching Conor and Ben. Obviously, we're going to be there, as always, slight delay. We're watching on telly, so I'll be watching it, talking, then it goes onto the internet, up into the world of the Ethernet, comes back down, so you might be a minute or so in front of me. Both sides going for 4-2-3-1. I think it's interesting to see. For me, it looks like, despite, reports that we don't want him to go, we've got, it looks like Diouf. Why is he on the bench? Interesting. I think, again, it shows a reluctance to play James Ward-Prowse as well. That's why we've got what's his face? Orford. Well, I think it's a big call. Really happy for that. Really happy for him to have that call. Because I think that shows that he's... And actually, to be honest, out of those two now, Orford or Kante, they're playing for a starting lineup now, aren't they? Because Engels, you think, comes in, he comes into one. So Orford or Kante, I think that's a really interesting. Well, I mean, if they're paying 50, if they're going to pay 50 million quid or whatever it is, that's what we're asking. Then I'll probably drive him to Brentford, really, to be honest. And I think you could probably, he's one of those. I think he'd probably thrive at a different side. I think he'd thrive in the Championship as well, really, because I just think he's got that natural. He can play, on the front foot, which hopefully we'll have to do more. Well, you've got me now, so the stream should be better. So, yeah, obviously we got Solomon. See how he gets on, his first game for the club. Tati and Pablo will be interchanging, I think, and I think at times it's going to be a 4-4-2. At times I think it's going to be 4-2-3-1. I think at times it's going to be a 4-2-2-2 as well. So there's going to be lots of changing. The Youth Are the Future, indeed. As you said, you have to watch the Academy show, the only West Ham YouTube channel out there who does a show just on the Academy. You'll know I've been talking about Lewis Orford for a long time, how I've been comparing him to a young Michael Carrick, which apparently everyone's doing internally now. Just saying. Ryan, hope you're well. Go and check out Ryan and Nan's show on that West Ham channel. Really good show. Lovely listening to Nan sort of reminiscing about all the good times. Well, I'm here now, so it'll work. Make it no worries about either. Pablo to score. Dan says good afternoon. Are you going to show the game? No. This is a watch along. We watch along and you watch it with us. And hopefully, the road to 100 starts today. Hopefully, the road to 100 starts again. He does look very serious. And 2 bloody rights. So annoying because all the new stuff we've got, all the new streams, brilliant. Got all the stats. It logs all your predictions and stuff as well. So, anyway. Right, we are off, my friends. Again, don't forget we are going to be a little bit behind, probably. Can't you, Anton, do watch them together like West Ham fan? We don't know, but only on if you watch only West Ham fan TV. It's usually Dan on his own, isn't it? So need Kilman to keep progressing and Pablo to play well. Let's hope so. West Ham shooting left to right. Kyle Walker-Peters gets the ball, passes out to Bowen. Bowen 1-on-1 gets deflected. Burnley got the ball. Feels weird. Look, us in Spearmint. Now Brian Larson's on the attack, just getting in line with the West Ham box. Gets a cross in. Oh, Fleming takes a shot, goes over. I like Fleming. But first attack. It certainly would do. Good, yeah, exactly. Only taken about 50 seconds for the first shot on target, or the first attempt, and that was to Burnley. And to be honest, Fleming should have done a lot better there. But hey ho. Mandy, good afternoon to you. Happy Sunday, everybody. I think I called. Oh no, I thought it's Claret. It's confusing me. I thought we won the header, but as a defence. Anyway, back to the Burnley. Goalkeeper. Senar's walking out now. At the moment, they're lined up 4-2-2-2 at the moment, West Ham are. Then they've gone back to a 4-2-3-1, so there's going to be a lot of fluidity between that. I was looking at the games. The games come thick and fast, isn't it? Obviously got Charlton, then I haven't even put a Southampton game in the schedule, but in the following week you got two game week as well. Still, we watched the match. Burnley wondering how sexy he is. Possibly. I do like Turf Moor. Great away game as well. I always remember Sam Allardyce when his West Ham manager getting booed. It's time for the boys to step up. The academy boys. Again, ball in the box. It's at the back post. It's cut inside. Azuzi's got it. Skulls has done well there to get it. And clears it out. Solomon did well in there, getting involved as well. Big clearance. Come on, West Ham! Come on, you Irons, indeed. Come on, you Irons. That's it, Gaza. You better believe it, son. You better believe it. 2.5 minutes gone. 0-0. Get ready. We're being overrun, says Michael. I totally agree. We are at the moment. And that's the trouble. And that is the issue with playing 2 academy players in the middle. They're not experienced at league football, but I didn't think he'd do it. I thought he'd play James Ward-Prowse for experience sake, but no. Kante, rash challenge, goes past. They've taken the shots, went wide. Aaron Ramsey kicking the ball wide there. So again, that's my slight issue with Kante. He's quite rash. He goes in quite quickly, and it's quite easy to get past him. just needs to just calm down a bit. Youthful exuberance, just calm down. Was that Hermanson? It was a shocking kick that was. Needs to at midfield. I thought Pablo would drop deep. Looks like he would do. Where do you watch the match? On my iPad. Burnley look fired up. They certainly do indeed. And there's an opportunity. I mean, look, Southampton lost today. Wolves have dropped points already, and it's going to be these fine margins throughout the season, I think. Anyway, ball went straight across. 𝗕𝗂𝗿𝗵𝗘 as well to get it out for a Burnley corner. Yes, and that might have been a fact. We don't know when Alvarez says he wasn't. When he was going to be not included in the squad. So 𝗕𝗂𝗿𝗵𝗘 as well. Then he's coming to Leeds once Premier League. Oh, fair enough. Went right through the midfield. They certainly did. Hannibal is taking the corner. Obviously, we've got new rules like time wasting and things like. It's really weird looking at. I can't get my eyes around the claret and the spearmint. I'm getting very confused at the moment, but go on, Fleming. I like Fleming. I think you'd do a good job for us. I do like him as a player. Not now because they won't send him to got to that quickly. Home surge. Yeah, exactly. It's the let's come on, then just calm it down. Carry the storm, whatever it was. Shit corner, straight back out. Clean sheet would be a fine start. Exactly. That's what we're gonna do. Let's let them blow their home first game of the season. New manager, just steam. Just got 70% possession, but they've only played 5 minutes. Just calm it down, boys. Just calm it down. Hash your gums. Chill out. Oh, Pablo did well to give away a foul there. Well done, Pablo. You idiot. Corner taker. Old Hannibal. Anyway, free kick to Burnley, just about midway into their half. Oh, my eyes really hurt. Sorry. Anyway, let's carry on like Donkey Kong. Yeah, we're on Sky Sports. On Sky Sports, 4 o'clock kickoff, like the old days. We're back when we was in the Premier League. 𝗕𝗂𝗿𝗵𝗘 to 𝗪𝗲𝗪𝗧 to Kilman. Almost playing us 3 at the back, really, with Ollie sort of pushing up and overlapping where we can. Solomon in a bit of space now. Cuts inside again, does really well. Go on, man. Go on, Solomon, keep going. At least he had a go. Kante to Solomon out to Ollie Scholes. Ollie Scholes back to Kante to Solomon. Nice little triangles. Go on, Kante, what are you going to do? Kante, Pablo to Orford. Nice ball to Bowen's jinking inside. Takes a shot, gets blocked. What do you think of Joel? Well, apparently we're after him, aren't we? He's our next one we're going to get, apparently. Anyway. I think he's a good player. Solomon did well. Yeah, Solomon did do well. He's a type player, front foot. Ollie Scholes, ball into the box, evades everyone, goes right to the other side. Brun Larsen back. Obviously, they've got a few players out, Burnley as well, to be fair. And we've got 𝗪𝗲𝗄 Madrid out. And Thomas Souček. Nice ball there by Burnley, intercepted. Well done, Ollie. Did really well to cut that ball out. Good. Because Edwards is a good player. Championship level, very good player. 𝗪𝗲𝗪𝗧 to Lewis. Nicely Lewis drop into the middle. And picking up the ball, which is great. Shows confidence in the lad. Pio going West Ham looks good for Pio. See it for a bit light, and he's setting up, playing as a good goal scorer. Well, he's one of the players apparently we'll be looking at. Anyway, Kilman to Scholes. Poor ball by Ollie Scholes. Don't know what he's trying to do there. Goes back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper has a quick look. Goes to their centre half. Centre half back to goalkeeper. Yes, what a surprise. What a surprise. Surprise. Bowen, little nudge. Out for from. When we're attacking, look at the huge gap. Yeah, it is because I don't think The thing is, Kante and Orford played together each other, but they played together each other on 21s and playing as a 3. So in terms of that, when to go, when not to go. Ball forwards, well marshalled by 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧. Quick ball out to 𝗕𝘂𝗿𝗄. I mean, 𝗕𝘂𝗿𝗄 and 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧, I think it's a fucking good centre-half combination. I think I'll give you Max the benefit of the doubt. Trochers looks like we're not using a CDM. Exactly. We haven't got one, really. We haven't got one. That's a problem. Nice little touch there. Solomon's looking very nippy. Nice bit of play out to Bowen. Nice little bit of football there. Bowen's got the ball on the byline. He's going to cut inside. Now he goes to 𝗕𝘂𝗿𝗪𝗘, to Orford. Orford as well to get a shot any sort of crossing there. Evades everyone. Back in. Tatty. Little touch. Pablo. Oh, defected out for a West Ham corner. That was nice. Nice bit of football that was. Little give and goes. Pablo missed, indeed. Yeah, he did. But he got deflected. But when we've got the ball and we're going forward, it looks good. With Solomon on one side, Bowen on the other. It's a bit of balance. Similar, obviously, last year with Somerville and Bowen, but, corner to West Ham. Bowen taking it. A bit left foot swinger. Ball in. Back post. Yes! Max 𝗕𝘂𝗿𝗄, 1-0. Get in, Max 𝗕𝘂𝗿𝗄. All has been forgiven. 1-0, Max 𝗕𝘂𝗿𝗄. Get in there. Woohoo! 10 minutes gone. Great corner. 𝗕𝘂𝗿𝗄 back post. Nods it in. No worry for VAR. It's a goal. Straight away. 1-0 West Ham. 10 minutes gone. First set piece. Set piece FC this season. Bowen, great. 𝗕𝘂𝗿𝗄, free header, to be honest. Absolute free header. If he'd missed it, I would have strung him up. He did really well to lose his marker. And it's 1-0 West Ham. Everyone was following. What's his name? Ramsey tried, but wasn't as strong. 𝗕𝘂𝗿𝗄, I mean, to be honest, he did really well there. Really well. Should have bought max shares. Indeed. Yeah, exactly. No need to check. VAR. Goal. 1-0. Great start for the boys. Here we go. Piss the League FC. Go then. Set piece FC. Oh dear. That's it. Good start. Yes. That's what he wants. Fist pump from Nuno. 1-0. Set piece. First goal for West Ham ever. Love it. Set piece. Ole. Set piece FC. Ole. Shall I do a sound? I should do this. Goal for West Ham, scored by number 3, Maximilian 𝗕𝘂𝗿𝗄. Only time I saw as emotional as that when he got his signing on fee. Nice ball to unlucky Bowen. Good crossfield, good diag to Bowen, but he just couldn't get it out of his feet. Well, look, I did a video. Not calling myself Mystic Meg, but I did a video last week or earlier this week talking about the Max 𝗕𝘂𝗿𝗄 redemption arc. Just saying. Anyway, Burnley on the attack. Brun Larsson's got the ball. Little ball inside. Their player. Oh, he should have done better there. Ramsey should have done a lot better there. Indeed. But we're going to be set piece FC this way, don't we? That should have been 1-1. And in fact, if they had their scoring boots on, they probably would be 2-1 up, to be honest. Very open in the midfield. Too open. Like Belgian international in there just to sort of short out. Probably cost you about 22 million quid. I think that will make a massive difference. Anyway, ball goes out. Ollie Scarles cuts back into Kante. Kante looks up, goes back to 𝗪𝗀𝘀𝗁. Got caught there. Yep. Hopefully West Ham will go on to lose the game. How rude are you? How rude. Anyway. Kilman's got the ball. Kilman back to 𝗪𝗀𝘀𝗁. 𝗪𝗀𝘀𝗁 looks up. And it goes off to 𝗪𝗀𝘀𝗁. And he is now looking back to 𝗪𝗀𝘀𝗁. 𝗪𝗀𝘀𝗁, little chink inside from Bowen, that's his name. I've got his name. Actually, if I just do this, let me move this around a little bit. Well, I'll do it there, I'll do. Anyway. That's better. So I want to look at straight. But anyway, little jink inside, nothing, straight for the keeper. Okie dokie, pokey smoky. So it goes to back. Burnley playing in the middle, just in the middle of defence, just playing around, taking their time. Hear the boys, the away fans singing, which is great to see, particularly at Turf Moor, because you've got this little bit in. It's like, and you've got the overhang, so once it's really encapsulating the sounds. It's very good. I'm a big fan of Burnley's ground. Tatty did well. Solomon did well. I like Solomon. Doing right. Doing well. Solomon, nice little play by Solomon. Oh, he's a tricky little fucker, isn't he? Hey, go on, son. Go on, son. I like him. He's gonna get people off their feet at West Ham. Lovely feet. Actually went off already, but don't matter. Over here, they can't look at it. Fuck it. Nice. But more of that. Manor Solomon. More of that, please, son. More of that. Right, it is a free kick. Solomon did well to win that. Oh, Max, who is a top goal scorer at West Ham this season. Bowens take it. Nice ball in. Oh, 𝗪𝗀𝘀𝗁 hit the top head of his head. Lovely head of hair from Dinos 𝗪𝗀𝘀𝗁. When's the big game against Luton? Oh, huge game. Goal kick goes, little playing it around, nice to see. Nice chasing West Ham as well. Quite enjoying this. All you can hear is the West Ham lot sing as well, which is lovely. I need to find this. Where was it? Right. Let me try this one. Someone's helping out Anton. He's on holiday. Can't watch it. Do. Bowen. Oh, unlucky. What? Was I covering my mouth? What? I don't know what's going on there. They are rubbish at set pieces. Do. Shake it on, baby, now. Shake it on, baby. Twist and shout. Come on, baby, now. Come on, baby. Come on and work it on out. Anyway, Solomon again. Keep going, Solomon. No, good tackle. That was a good tackle by Hannibal. Give him that one. That was a good tackle. Nice tackle. That's a decent one. Ball across. Hermanson. What the fuck, Hermanson? What are you doing, you idiot? Jesus Christ. Hermansson ran out of his box and decided to hoof it. Didn't have enough on it, and then they hit it straight back, and anything decent would have gone in. Woo! Dunno, Mandy. Dunno. If you're going to hoof it, you hoof it wide. He literally passed it to him, and he headed it on the volley. Oh, God. Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about me covering my mouth. I think in the Championship you're all right with that. You can still cover your mouths. Anyway. Oh, 18 minutes gone. Almost 19 minutes gone. 1-0 to the mighty West Ham. 1-0 to the champions-elect. David Moyes in the crowd. Nice to see Moyesy. Nice to see Moyes in the crowd. Checking a game. Don't know why. Bit of a random game for him to check out. We're not playing each other unless they're playing. Anyway, they've got Kyle Walker's. I reckon they're maybe in the game for Kyle Walker. Maybe. I'll be surprised if he goes Everton, to be honest. Anyway, Bowen does really well to win the ball back there, but then loses it straight away. Intercepted by 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧. That was lucky because that was 𝗕𝗂𝗿𝗹𝗲. That would have gone in if it got through to him. They'd been 1-on-1 Fleming. So no idea. I'm confused. Why are they rules different for the leagues? I think that one is. I think just a Premier League one. Mads was asking the boys where we're off to after the match. Did you shave your head or just when you're on screen? I probably about once a week. Using I got like a Manscaped like skull shaver once a week. I did it yesterday, not just for on screen, but I did. But thanks for asking. Anyway, Orford back to Kyle Walker-Peters to 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧. 𝗪𝗂𝗏 to Ollie Scars. Kante to 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧. 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧 back to Hermansson to Kante. Nice. Didn't hoof it. Played it simple, keeping the ball. Nice to see. Mavs having a look. Little diag. Nice diag to Skulls. Where's Solomon on the runaround? Solomon's on the runaround. That's it. Back to Skulls to Kante. What's he going to do? Tried to drill a ball through. Nah, poor ball. Shouldn't have done that. Should have kept possession. And now, missed it. Anyways, Championship new rule focuses on tackling. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of time wasted. I did a whole video about it Thursday, so go back and check that all out. If everyone's worried about what ones are not new to this year, there's a lot. It's all about time wasting, goal kicks, throw-ons, that type of thing. 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧 is having a little look with the ball. Goes back to Orford to 𝗪𝗂𝗏. Little jinx. Full of confidence now, Max, isn't he? Fucking hell. 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧, nice little one touch. Dink over by Tati. Too slow. Out for West Ham throw on. About just in line with the 5-yard box. Looking good. I use a skull shaver once a month, and they probably get the shaver out for 3 hairs still going. I know, that's right. Yeah, about once a month, once a week, and then a little shave up, probably about once a fortnight. Kyle Walker-Peters take the throw on. Obviously, the ref is trying to tell him to hurry up because obviously you can't take your time anymore now. Bowen does really well to win the ball back there. Does really well. Tati does really well. Goal kick. Too slow onto the balls and channels. Got to play to feet. It's a bit slow. I agree. He's a bit too slow. I think, for me, you got to think Parrott comes in. If we get Parrott, he comes in that position. And then Pablo's probably moved on if a big comes in from Galatasaray are interested in him. See, again, Kante runs forward. It's a bit like rugby. we were always told at rugby, you go up as a defence, you go up as a line, so gaps in between. Kante's running ahead, trying to win the ball, which leaves a massive gap. That's the trouble. He's trying to put the high press, but you've all got to put all the high press in at the same time to stop having the gaps. It's just like, as I said, what we used to do at rugby. Keep it as a flat line of defence. Anyway, Bowen's got the ball. Bowen to 𝗪𝗧𝘃𝗏𝗧. 𝗪𝗧𝘃𝗏𝗧 back to Maxwell and 𝗪𝗂𝗏. 23 minutes gone to go in the 24th minute. What would we get for 5 million? Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Thank you, Mandy. Solomon again. Pablo just looks like he's there for it. He's won a competition today. 𝗪𝗧𝘃𝗏𝗧 out to 𝗪𝗂𝗏. 𝗪𝗂𝗏 brings the ball forward. Everyone apart from 𝗪𝗧𝘃𝗏𝗧 and 𝗪𝗂𝗏's in their Burnley half. Really putting pressure on them. Kante back to 𝗪𝗧𝘃𝗏𝗧. 𝗪𝗧𝘃𝗏𝗧 to Kyle Walker-Peters. Bowen, Orford, Pablo, sorry. Pablo's got the ball back. Nothing on, goes back to Kyle Walker-Peters. Walker-Peters, Kante, patient, very patient. I like it. End of the day, if they haven't got the ball, they can't score. 𝗪𝗂𝗏 out wide to Scars to Solomon. Nice little 1-2. Nice little partnership could be forming there. Just saying. We're not giving it to Orford early. Well, I think the trouble is he's almost playing that central. Oh, unlucky, Mav. For me, it's like it just is a bit static in that midfield. So you can't be unless you move forward. It's very static in that midfield, and I don't think it's. I think it's almost like he's in the right areas, but I just think, yeah, you said it. Maybe they're not looking at him. Maybe again, it's relatively early him coming into this, into this squad. So maybe they're trying to. That he's learning, he's adapting. I don't know. Again, in the under-21s, he plays a completely different system. We'll see. Anyway, Orford tries to wrestle off, not quite. Goes out to Bryn Larson. Bryn Larson looks up. He's got an overlap. He uses him, doesn't use him. Goes to Hannibal. Pablo tries to get some foots. Edwards. Straight into the hands of Mr. Hermanson from Ramsey. Yeah, you can see what doing when West Ham when Burnley got the ball. They're Arsenal midfield squeezing up, so you have to go out wide or try and play it through. Anyway, again, Kante, just slow down, mate. He's trying to like rush the guys, and it's easy just dink a little ball around him. Goes to Bowen back to Kyle Walker-Peters. Goes back to Mav to 𝗪𝗂𝗏 out wide to Ollie Skulls. Ollie to Solomon's for Kante. We're quite exposed in defence, says Trudge, which will make it an exciting game. It is, and I think when we've got the ball, we look exciting going forward and we play it quickly. Edwards, free kick just inside the Burnley. So the West Ham half. Orford just kicked in there. He just went down in like 14 stages. 27 minutes gone. Burnley out wide. Early shot in. Hermanson does well to collect it off the head of Fleming. I like the fact Fleming has those nose plasters that I used to wear about 20 years ago at rugby. Bringing them back. Fair play. He'll be putting Vicks on his shirt soon. Man, this is Engels will transform that midfield. He certainly will. We need something. For me, at the moment, I think Lewis. I think Lewis is playing. I don't think Kante's playing very well. I think Lewis is playing much better. Afternoon, big lol. We're doing all right. We're 1-0 up. 28 minutes gone. Maximilian Kilman header inside the first 10 minutes from a corner from Jarrod Bowen. His first goal for West Ham. 𝗪𝗪𝘀𝗧. Nice little ball over for Bowen. Bowen to the byline. Bowen gets a cross in. Not a great cross, but they didn't deal with it particularly well. Orford. It's loose ball. Lewis as well to collect and give it back to Mav. Needs to go away from the pass to goalkeeper, just hoof it. What then? And then would it be dropping Pablo? Then I don't think he will. I think he'll drop one of them. He is. He's been pretty much non-existent. A few little touches, but not much. Been sort of hounded out. But to be honest, he barely featured for the Portsmouth game. Then scored 2 goals and could have been a hat trick. So that's what happens. Bowen, little ball in the middle. Oh, unlucky. That's a tuck ball for Tati. That would have been. Orford to Kilman. Kilman hoofs it. Really, really put too much on that. Back to Kante. Kante, again, slightly misplaced pass, but we got it. Orford to Bowen. Bowen to Kyle Walker-Peters. Back to Orford. Orford back to Kilman. 𝗪𝗪𝘀𝗧 to Kilman. Goes out wide to Ollie Scars. Nice little touch from Kante. Solomon's in the box. Gets hit. Someone gets deflected. Tati's got the ball. Takes a shot. Goes out wide. I would have loved to see Potts split, maybe. But lovely touch from Scars. Yeah, he really hoofed that. Tati's trying to get out his feet. You see what he's trying to do. He's trying to curl it into the bottom corner. Remove Pablo. Just remove him. At the moment, he's playing a little bit like a competition winner. Anyway, West Ham trying to do the high press, but one not enough, and they go out wide. Burnley just playing it across. Erase him, says Mandy. Burnley just playing it across their back line. Creeping forward, but not much else. Yeah, I agree. I think Kante's had a poor game so far. Actually, tell you, he had a nice little touch. He had a nice little touch which put Solomon through, but Solomon seems to be full of running so fast as Big Lol. Yeah, well, he's fit. He's been playing pre-season. Looks like he's got something to prove, and it looks like he's got the beating of the right back. It's Kyle Walker. Pete, is it Kyle Walker? Is the right back? Free kick to West Ham. Tati, midway in the box. He's obviously had to drop down to get the ball. He's had enough. Should drop him back into midfield. Pablo. Maybe Pablo learnt to tie his laces. He'll be better. Kante tries to beat him, then loses it. Oh, fuck's sake. On the ball there by Solomon again. I think Solomon's having an absolute great game to start off with. Kante goes out wide to Solomon. Looks tricky, doesn't he? Looks really tricky. Pablo, open your head up. That's it. Good ball. Well done, Pabs. Goes to KWP. And it all slows down again. Orford. And the trouble is, we're going to be up against this quite a lot. Lots of teams. Nice ball from Kilman, but Pablo can't control it. Well played by Burnley. Kante puts the foul in. Not happy with him. Not happy with him at all at the moment. Scars needs to take his man. I agree. We're playing with 9 outfield, Pablo on the pitch. We're doing more midfield. I think Alvarez is actually injured, or we're transferring him. From the game so far, Kante dropped next game. Not enough movement from our front line. Again, it's slow. It's slow. I don't think Kante's having a great game. Vardy would sort that out. I think Vardy would give you that sort of bit up front. A bit more. Well, like Vardy Tati too. That would terrorise defenders. Anyway. Kyle Walker just got the ball just inside the Burnley half. Come on, Russ, give him a break first game. I'm allowed to. It's my opinion. I just don't think Kante's... I don't think he's having a great game today. Not saying he's not going to be a good player, but he's having a great game at the moment. I don't know whether it's him and Orford as a two's not working, and they're learning. Oh, fucking hell. I mean, like, just then, Kante just let Fleming go. And he had a decent shot, could have easily got him. See, look at it again. Kante's jog, he lets him go. Yeah, I don't like that. Hasn't done much. Yeah, has put pressure on Kante's there. Well, I think for me, it's like, who is... I mean, he'll be used this year. We've got 40. I keep saying we've got 46 games this season, so we need players. But I think, I think at the moment, obviously we may well get another set midfield in. But at the moment, Engels and Orford, and then obviously Engels and 𝗪𝗂. I think at the moment, Russ, Kante stand him. What? Need more time? Yeah, they do. They do need more time. And unfortunately, we haven't got time. That's the trouble now. We haven't, but we got 46 game season and the games are becoming relentless. So I think, it's only 35 minutes working into the game. No CDM. Yeah, you're totally right. Any midfielders on the bench? We've got James Ward-Prowse. Right, Kante. Right, Pablo's got the ball. Do something. Solomon out to KWP. KWP back to Kante. Back to Tati rather. Nothing. Oh, is it Bowen? Sorry, Bowen. Can't get VAR on that, so can't check that. Yeah, no VAR. The championship. We know. Anyway, Edwards has got the ball. Well played by 𝗪𝗲𝘀𝗧. Quick ball outs. No, yeah, it probably was, but we can't. We've got no VAR, have we? So can't. So Burnley on the attack, still playing just outside our box, playing it around, trying to find a bit of one. So Edwards is creeping into that box. Braun Larsen well intercepted by Orford. Cut out the pass, but they've got it again. They've got to run around if they take it again. Orford did really well to get in the way. Did well to overlap that. Brandon Larsen. Oh, that was a shit shot. Whoever took that. Good job. They have two Pablos up front. Hydration break. I don't think it's high enough for hydration break. It's only if it's over 30 degrees. On the bench, really, you're looking at Ward-Prowse as the only midfielder on the bench. 𝗪𝗑𝗍𝗓. That's it. Ghoulam-Bekis actually can play CDM. Plays it for the 21s. Major reports that West Ham have failed to reach an agreement and have chosen the lead striker instead. We'll wait and see. And we are interested in him, that's for sure. I know that's true. Was it hotter than here with heatwave? I don't know actually. We didn't really have a heat wave out there, but yeah, it's still hot in Dubai. Yeah. Well, when I go out there, it was. I think it hit. What was the max it hit here? 36. Last time we were out there, it's 47. So yeah. And actually, we're going back for Christmas, seeing the Budden Dubai brothers family for Christmas, and it's going to be about 28. Lovely. Anyway, maybe we could be well on our title charge by that. Now it's was it 5-on-4 by Burnley, running it forward. They're 29, cuts inside, beat Kilman. They didn't Kilman did well just to literally stand his ground. Very poor from there. Very poor from Burnley. They should have got away. Yeah, that's the hottest day. It was 47 degrees. It's usually around, when we're there, it's usually about 42. 42, something like that. Oh, their keeper tried to do something very similar to Hermanson, but actually worked for them. Very hot. Yeah, you're right. Look at that, Tatty. Great, just to take him off his stride a little bit. 38 minutes gone. Currently, Burnley and 0, West Ham United 1. 𝗪𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀 with a header 10 minutes in from Jarrod Bowen corner. His first goal ever for West Ham. Little dink over the top by Bowen. For Bowen to chase. Bron Larson does well. Did really well there defending wise, but managed. West Ham got it back. Kyle Walker-Peters. Walker-Peters trying to beat his man. Decides not to. Goes to Pablo. Pablo back to 𝗪𝗲𝘀𝗀𝗧. Everyone is it, apart from Hermansen, is in the Burnley half. Orford, nice little cross to Bowen. Tries to little dink forward, didn't work. Cut back. Pablo. No, of course not. It's the humidity that kills, not the heat. Yeah, Dubai's a very dry heat. Although it's not humid like in Vegas. Edwards does really well against Orford, but a great recovery from Ollie Skiles. Does really good, well there, very good indeed. Does really well. Edwards took him first, but he got back. I'm surprised with how many empty seats there are at Burnley. You know, you think first game back as well, first game in the Championship. There's a lot of empty seats there. Surprising. You know, West Ham's half would have been end would have been full for sure. Orford out wide to 𝗪𝗲𝘀𝗀𝗧. Like to see Lewis. Lewis is sort of very much the pivot man, and I like that, taking responsibility, and he's actually improving these defensive side of the games, and you're seeing it. You know, he's almost little dink forward, unlucky. Nice idea. Oh, nice touch. Did well. Orford did really well there to get in the way. Well done, Lewis. Oh, give us the ball. Brilliant. Thank you. Well done, Lewis. He's growing into the game, innit? Lewis is definitely. Come on, you bloody Irons. Oh, don't worry. They're advertising the Premier League. Not proper football, is it? Not proper football. Is it? Not like the Championship. That's where the real football is at. Anyway, goes to Ollie Skiles. Out to Solomon. Hasn't had a lot of ball for the last 10 minutes or so. Little jink inside us really well. Oh, that was a great cross. Great cross. Bowen was unlucky not to get an end of that. Nice. You keep putting your palm of your mouth across, makes you mumble. Sorry, Steve. No, George is on the bench. We're doing this. Is that unbelievable? I think Orford is more than Kante, to be honest. In all honesty. I'm back. Right, Kante, do something with the ball. Move forward. Look, do something. He goes up wide to Ollie. One more. No, he goes back into Kante. Kante, take a shot. Out for a corner. It was Solomon's cross. It was indeed. It goes out for a corner for the mighty Hammers. Let's see what happens this time. Just before the break. Let's see what happens. Can the mighty Hammers get a second? What's Mrs. Button said me? I don't know. Anyway, corner kick on the other side to where we scored. Not as good as that. Wasn't as good. Allegedly, or more likely because he's going to be leaving. Kante looks good when he surges into but that's what he can do. But that's only one part of the game, isn't it? It's everything else that slightly concerns me at the moment a little bit. But it is only one game, I get him that. Well done, Lewis, again. Lewis, does really well. Nice ball to Solomon. Solomon trying to turn his man. Skies it. He did really well to get the shot away, really, to be honest. You can see, because obviously Burnley's shirt sponsor, they went into insolvency on, was it Friday? So they've got the patches like we did back in the day. Do you remember the patch when like XL Holidays and they put SBO Bet, they squeezed it on? Yeah. Brilliant. But don't we still owe them 12 million? Yeah, but yeah, everyone owes everyone. No one everyone owes some club some money, isn't it? So I think there's a certain term they call it. I can't remember what it is in terms of what you've paid off. Anyway, Kyle Walker-Peters back to Kante. Kante to back to Kante. He has a quick look up. Where's he going to go? Brings it forward a little bit. That's better. Nice little one touch. Now Bowen's got a bit of space to run into. Bowen's looking up. Bowen's in the box. Out for a corner. Out for a corner. Would like to have Bowen to have a proper go. But Orford is probably our best. Well, I don't know how good Engels is technically, but he's probably our most technically gifted midfielder. Just needs that experience. Just needs that strength, which I think he's sort of getting a lot better. He's spent a lot. He's bulked up a lot over the summer rather. Same too as Jallo as well. I totally agree. Right, we are entering injury time. Won't be a lot, I don't think. Bowen takes a corner. Fleming out for another corner. 1 minute added time. 1 minute. You're right, Michael. Primo would have just taken it down. Would just taken him on another shot away. Totally agree. Right, another corner. And I imagine we haven't got a lot left. 30 seconds left of normal time. Of injury time, rather. Another corner. Oh, nice. Nice corners. Oh. Okay. Apparently Solomon handballed that. Not sure. Not sure, in all honesty. Yep. Time flies when you have fun, Trudge. Innit? Time flies when you have fun. 1-0 up. Wouldn't say it's been a classic game. But there we go. And that is your half time. That's your half time. That is your half time. All that matters at the moment is the fact that we're 1-0. And as I said, I think we're going to see a lot of these 1-0 to the West Hams. 1-0 to the West Hams. Almost only counts as shoehorns and hand grenades, indeed, Gaza. So, half time. I haven't got any. Have I got something? See if I've got anything to give away. I've got to send a few bits out. I know that. I think I've got to send them out. Let's try and give some stuff away. Let's see what we got. What have I got to give away? Let me try and give something away. What's up there? I need to get some more bits, actually. I've got to send. I don't want to give them away because I've got to send them out. Right, let's see what we got. Got any bits? Let's give some stuff away if I can find any stuff. I've always got something. Always got something to give away. To you lovely West Ham family. What we got? I don't know what that is. Oh, okay, we've got some of that. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's... What we've got here? My little box of tricks. I don't know who that is. Right, we'll give some stuff away. Only 91 more half to promotion, says Mr. Maroon Men. Indeed. Might keep that for another day. I need to get some more anyway. Right, okay, let's give away a couple of bits. I know, let's give away... Right, so basically, okie dokie. Right, so what I want you to do is, it's quite easy to win stuff with West Ham Network. All you've got to do is, it's all hashtag based. So let me just get this sorted. So, let's think. What should we say? Okay, right. So in the chat, I want you to put in. There can only be one word. Yeah, actually, you're right. You can't enter unless you like as well. And if you're a subscriber, you've got to be a subscriber as well. Well done. Thanks for that. Right, okay. There's only one word. Max-tastic. Max-tastic. So I need that whole word put in there. Hashtag Max-tastic. If you put that into the chat, we're going to give away a few bits. And I'm going to share my screen in a minute. I'm going to go full screen. Where's my full screen? There we go. Let's get that ready. So we've got a few things to give away. We've got a signed Tony Gale picture. Got another one. I've got to send one of those out anyway as well. Signed Tony Gale picture, and we've got a signed 𝗪𝗪𝗏𝗧 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗘 in that picture as well. And Gaza has also gifted 5 memberships. So you've got to put hashtag Max-tastic, not matchtastic like Mr. It's got to be Max-tastic, please. Everyone's getting involved there. Where's the hashtag key on the keyboard? I don't know. Everyone's getting involved. Good to see. And we'll give some stuff away. Let's keep that going. Max-tastic, Max-tastic, Max-tastic. Who waits then copies? You can do that. You can do that, Mandy. That's it, Mr. Maroon Man, straight in there. GP's in there. Right, we'll do the first one. The first will be for the 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗘 picture. And let's add to stage. So let's see who's going to win this. Obviously, it comes up West Ham Network. We'll just, I've won. Yes. Brilliant. Oh, I've always wanted my own picture back. No, we're going to... That's the first time ever that's happened. Right, we're going to draw again. Brilliant. Love it. And the first one goes to... What a fix. Goes to Philip. Congratulations, Phil. You win the Tony Gale picture. Sorry, Tony Gale. Well done, Phil. And we'll draw the second one. This one is for the Sir 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗘. And then I'll tell you what to do, Phil, and I'll tell you what to do whoever's going to win the second one. And that goes to Dean Price. So well done to Dean and well done to Philip. If you could email us at westhamnetwork@gmail.com with your postal address, please. We'll get them sent out to you sometime in the week. I've got to put in, there's a couple of others I've got to send out, so I'll do it in one big batch. So Philip Emery and to Dean Price, congratulations. Dean, you win the Sir 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗘. Phil, you win the Tony Gale. So congratulations. Thank you very, very much for your continued patronage as per usual. Right, let's get this all sorted. Let's go through it. Stop sharing my screen. Well done, guys. Nice to see everyone happy. All the ones who were happy. Right, now, something else we do pre-match or post-match is we do our one-word half-time analysis. So if you could put together in the chat your half-time analysis, one word, that's all we want. We can go through them all and see who's got the funniest ones. But nice to see. Need more prizes this season. I know I need to give us some more. So that's why you need to do what Gary did and become channel members so we can get more prizes. Right. Anyone else? Ben, hope you're well, Mandy. Mandy's having a glass of wine. Nice to see. Why not? It is a Friday. Right, one word halftime analysis, please. And we're going to go through them in a big, and go through them all. Look, it's 1-0. It's adequate. Mine's adequate. My word's going to be adequate. What we got? All right. Nuno ball. Fragile. Impotent. Acceptable. Righty. Red Sea. Okay. Beer time. That's 2 words. Winning. and bumholes. Thank you very much, GP. I can always rely on you to give us some excellent appreciation. Acceptable. Yeah, I think adequate. Okay. Mr. Maroon Man's put encouraging. Yeah, I mean, it's doing a job. Doing a job. Okay. Yeah, I think okay. Incognito. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I think okay. It's not, hasn't been like, oh my God, this is amazing. There's been some decent football, but there's been a lot of, and a lot of the issues, we can already look at being eradicated because, midfield is a massive issue. But then again, we've got Engels to come in. So that's not too much of an issue for me. Acceptable. Get rid of James Ward-Prowse. Justice for us. Yeah, justice for us indeed. Tepid. Grind. Yeah. Burnley will come in second half. I think they'll come out of the traps again. So it's about weathering that storm and then cracking on. Pablo-esque. Mare. Good shout. Still waiting for my Pablo hat-trick. Indeed. I think, Mare. There's clearly an issue midfield-wise. Burnley have managed to walk through us a dozen times maybe in the first half, I'd say. And that worries me a little bit. It worries me why we're doing that. So if it was later on in the season and they had their shooting boots on, we'd go in 2-1, 3-1 down probably, in all honesty. Possession, #SharkWatch. You can listen to Shark Watch every Wednesday evening in the UK, 10 p.m. UK time, with Old School Hammers with Budgie and Kieran. Pajama football. I take Pablo off and I've midfielder on, looking too open. Yeah, I mean, literally, it's James Ward-Prowse, isn't it? That's all we got. We've only got Prowse, that's it. Beaver watch in this weather. Chips with no curry sauce. Yeah. Well, curry sauce is one of those things that I forget to have. I'm like, oh, actually, this is quite nice, and I forget. Old School Hammers is a must watch. Indeed, it is. Also, we have Gift the Gab with Connor and Ben as well, and hopefully a few new little bits this season. But Earthy won't give you that sort of solidity in the midfield, whereas I think at least JWP would sit there in the middle. Earthy would drift out, do something like, I mean, for me, Earthy comes on for Solomon. It's his replacement, really. JWP on for Kante. We need Kante's physicality. Could come on, maybe. Kante for Pablo, possibly, and just then you've got that, and then push Tati up top. Ajala, we got Landers. If we want to bring on a proper striker, a proper forward, tell ya, great shout. Big fan of him. Big fan of Josh Landers. Burnley only have one way of giving it to Ramsey. Been their best player so far. Been kept quiet and win the game comfortably. Yeah, I get that. Wait till 70, see how we do him. Definitely needs something in the park. Definitely something in the park for sure. Just needs freshening up a bit. And it's the same issues we had all last season. Yeah, I mean, you could put Veltman on. I'd like to see before he goes out on loan. I think that's probably one of the reasons why he's on the bench. Just people go, oh, he's a first teamer. We can get him on loan. I think my only slight, I suppose, Landers. I suppose he would have put Marshall on, but he's gone. He would have put on Wilson, but he's gone. So yeah, probably Landers the next one down. We could now flip reverse it. Do you remember when a certain young centre back from the academy came on for Burnley, came on against Burnley, and they played him in central midfield, and that man was Declan Rice. He was captain of the under-18s and the under-21s at the age of 18. We have on our bench someone who is the next person since then to have captained the under-21s at the age of 18. Who is the centre-half? Who could play central defensive midfield? Mr. 𝗪𝗀𝘀𝗁 Bring him on. Bring him on and watch him flourish. He got creamed, Ross. Yeah, honestly, that's what we want to do. Don't care. That's how it started. And look where we are now. 100 and something million pound more. He only got 4. Should be a CDM. Well, 𝗪𝗏𝘀 should have been a CDM, really, but there we go. Came on a bit slow for CDM, yeah, indeed. I just, yeah. Let's wait and see what happens second half. We'll see if any changes. That's we got Gunners 1-3-0. Yeah. Anyway, they're just replaying the goal, Kilman's goal. Max Kilman's first goal for West Ham. Love it, love it, love it. Gifted one more. Doesn't look like it. I'm just trying to see whether there's any more. Trying to see who's out there passing. Can't really see him at the moment. It was a corner after 10 minutes from Mr. 𝗪𝗀𝘀𝗁. Good corner. And Max, decent header. To be honest, he lost his marker. And yeah, decent header. Decent header. Pardon me. That's taking your money for nothing or something. Is that got it? It does. It just didn't display. I don't understand how it all works. Go by scratch card, Dean. Yeah, Dean's done very well. Dean's won that as well. He's smashing it. Orford played all right. I think Orford's grown into the game, and I think he's showing all his qualities. Because I think people see him as more of an 8, but he's really improving his defensive side of the game. Really is. He's really improving that. So it's nice to see someone with Orford's, West Ham boy. We know his dad's a massive West Ham fan. It's lovely to see. It's lovely to see, and hopefully we'll see what goes on. Final score prediction. Yeah, just tell us it all, Dean. You can win the lot. Orford will play for us for a long time. I hope so, Ethan. I hope so. And I think, Anton did a show yesterday about how it was Orford's to lose, and I think really it kind of is. If you look at those two, dress rehearsal for who's going to partner Engels while Souček is out. I think when Souček's back, I think he comes in. But I think Orford's taken a claim a lot better than maybe Kante is, to be honest. Noble vibes. Speaking of Noble, Lenny, his son came on off the bench for the under-18s yesterday, wearing the number 16 shirt. Things you love to see. We'll talk about that more in the academy show. He did, and that's the type of part of his game he's really improving for sure. Was established to control flow of the game. He's not on the bench today, Magassa, Alvarez, neither on the bench. Should be in the squad. I don't think so. He hasn't got it yet. He needs to go. He should go out alone this season for me, in my humble opinion. Just needs a bit more. Yeah, bit more experience, I think. And again, different type of player. Yep, it's James Ward-Prowse has come on for Pablo. Great. Yep, he's come on. I think that's a good idea. Sure, it would have been an asset. Not sure why we're letting him go. I think it's a decent price for him. I think also for me, I think Freddie, for him and as a player, he's literally about 6 months younger than Freddie Potts than Declan Rice. So, you know, he needs to be playing first team football. He's not going to get it at West Ham. So he's not getting it for West Ham. So I think actually it makes a really good. I think it's a really good move for him, and for us as well. We get 10 million quid, you know. So I think it's quite good. And I know he's buzzing about the move, which is great. You know, big fan. You know, big West Ham fan, big West Ham family as well. But you know, realistically, he's probably about fourth in line. I mean, that's changed over the last probably about 48 hours, but still, you know, bringing in Engels, I just think, yeah, I just didn't think it would. It would work for him, and he needs to be playing. And he's playing Champions League football now. He will be, so it's great. No, I think a lot of people don't. A lot of people assume Freddie Potts is like an academy player. He's 20. He's almost 23. Anyway. We are off, and Burnley have come out the traps fast as you would imagine. Maybe trying to get a jump on West Ham. You know, we obviously never start well. Never start well. Edwards, well done by Ollie. Out for a throw on. Intercepts the cross. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. So they suggest that Bowen's maybe dropping in and playing a bit more. We'll see what happens. Please shave the goatee, Scarley. Yeah, it doesn't look great, does it? Looks like proper bum fluff. Fleming's got the ball. He's gone to does well. Oh. Well, he's yeah. I mean, 5 million quid plus 2, amazing. Anyway, ball's out. Yeah, he is actually. I mean, Bowen's sort of drifting a little bit. Well, Prowse is more on the right hand side, maybe. I don't know what formation they're playing at the moment. Little 1-2 with Kante and Kante and Tati rather. Orford and Tati. Kante and Tati. Little Solomon, little ball in. I think Bowen's playing more centrally. I think it's a bit like this now. A little bit like this. I meant to do this. A little bit like that at the moment. So looks good. He was on loan. Anyway, JP taking the corners now. Right foot in swinger. Punched out by their goalkeeper. Out for West Ham throw. Yeah, I think Bowen's being sort of it's drifted. I think if anything, it's almost like Kyle Walker-Peters is pushing up onto the left hand side, and JWP's almost dropping back to her. They keep changing. So anyway, Maximilian now Kilman's got the ball. Kilman's a little look up. Where's he going to go now? Going to go back to Mavropanos. Mavropanos. First time I've heard Hattie talk. Same tactics last year and pre-season. Runs like a gazelle. They play him as a striker. Yeah, I feel sorry for him. I think it's a 4. I think it's this. I'm changing the formation. I think it is a 4-3-2-1 formation. I'm just going to change it. Don't worry. I'm changing it. I think that's how we're caught looking. Needs to have more shots on target. Indeed. Kilpoy some more goals this season than Pablo. Yeah, 4-4. I think it's more like that. I think it's almost like he's playing. You can see it's almost like a free when they're in possession, with Bowen sort of dropping down a little bit. Anyway, Jaden Ward-Prowse got the ball, goes back to Maximilian Kilman. Irons, says Mr. Maroon Man. I do think we should have a midfield. The Christmas tree. It is the Christmas tree formation. Oh, that's a poor ball. Unlucky. Yeah, it's definitely free up front. By the part of the bus. This is not the team of my youth. Irons always, though. Well, for me, this season, DJ Durkin is all about getting promoted. It is. And so I think it's clear we just need to... And I think the success to going up is having a strong defence. I think that's key. There hasn't been many... Oh, nice touch by Edwards. Totally lets Scarles go. But Solomon is really sort of chasing up. He's really well there. Clears it. Orford does well. Tatty, nothing happened there. Looks like you're having a good start in that project. If we draw, Nyes will be out for Nuno. I think Kante needs older head. That's what I mean. That's what I think, personally. That's what I think. Anyway, goes across, ball in. Free header from Fleming, went straight into the hands. They should have done better. Bren Larson again, chips it in. Fleming loses his runner slightly. And then should have done much better then. Nice little give and go by Tati to Kante. Open your legs, son. Come on. Oh, fuck's sake. Giving away the initiative to there. Kante isn't good enough. I just think it's I don't think he knows what he's doing yet. Needs to step up the pressure. It could be right there a bit early, but we've got no patience, as course we never do. We never have any patience as West Ham fans, that's for sure. West Ham, let's go, bruv. More shots on target than you all can do that. Yeah, I think... Ollie... Oh, just hold on the ball. Just hold on to it. That's it. Now hold. Just run. Solomon's got the ball inside the half. Little ball. And Kante does well to ride that challenge. Little triangles. Back to KWP. Back to Mavropanos. Ollie spent more time in their thirds than ours. And that's what we want. We want them to spend... if our defenders are spending more time in the opposition half, we're doing the right thing. No time for patience in the Championship promotion at all costs. I totally agree. And it is. Scar's got the ball. Does well. Nice pass. Nice. Orford to Solomon. Solomon looks up. Goes back to Kante. Kante to KWP. What we got here? Southampton was given a couple more signings like Solomon, please. Yep, please. Russ, mate, it's the chumps. Large spells of sub Premier League standards are a given. Yep, you're right. You're right. I just think, as I'm saying, for me, it's like there's clearly, as I said, the solution to the problem we're having, we've already got in terms of Arnie Engels. Now midfield is a, and another 4 weeks' time we'll have Souček back. Your midfield's completely different. By the time at the end of September, by the time it's mid to late September, our midfield is totally different again. Edwards, that's why we got to make sure we eke out these wins and get these. Hannibal takes a shot straight out. So we got to take advantage of this now and take advantage of picking up these wins, because then if we get that plus our new midfield. Plus PLE or Parrott, some striker beginning with a P. That to me looks like that's special. Maybe even Disasi by the end of the summer. They're making a sub. Looks like from Newcastle fans. Good fans that are West Ham supporters. I would love to see you come back up immediately with Wolves. Thank you very much, James. I'd hope so too. If you're new around here, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, share as well. Obviously, we have daily videos going up. Also, don't forget to check out our channel sponsors, Oxford Natural, Optimum Day, Optimum Night supplements, 13 active ingredients. West Ham Network viewers get up to 70% off your first order if you use the QR code there, link in the description below. I said I've been taking it about 6 weeks now. My sleep is so much better, night and day, literally night and day. And I've gone down an X in my t-shirts. Cole Walker, header from Fleming again, over the bar. They're getting closer. They are getting closer. Yes, we were, and I like Fleming. I think he's a good championship striker. Only 6 likes. Weird. Get your likes in, peeps, please. If you could like, much appreciated. Don't know what's going on there, but maybe people just don't like me, but they're happy to watch me, but don't like me. Crossfield ball intercepted by Burnley. Now it's Edwards. Edwards, Ollie does well to get back. Fell over. Hannibal's got the ball in the middle, in the box. Goes back out. Cleared by Kilman. Burnley's still got the ball there. Out for a corner from Kante did well. I'm moaning about. Of course you won't get involved, but you should get involved. Just get involved, guys. Honestly, that's why I hate football on Sundays. Always some BS going on. 2 subs for Burnley. Ugaraguva is coming on apparently, or has he come off? I don't know. No idea. No idea whatsoever. No idea. Actually, we should have another sponsor coming on board soon as well. So, not Oxford, actually another one. You can watch a PM game. I'm giving away a free ferret. Good luck to them. Don't forget, if any one of you are based sort of London area, Lewisham Tavern, Friday the 4th, the return of the Russ. That's Duke's Pub. We're doing a night there. So come down. It's free. Be DJing for a few hours. Come and say hello. Braun Larson with a corner. Totally missed everyone. If you want to come down to the Lewisham Tavern, as I said, it's Duke from Fulsham. Remember Duke? It's his pub, and we're running a night there. Hopefully, if this one's a success, we'll do it on a monthly basis. So you can have a bit of a West Ham meet every week, every month. So 4th of September, Lewisham Tavern, the return of the Russ. Get your ass down there. Should be fun. It's a West Ham goal kick. 57 minutes gone. Hoofs. Pretty shit kick that was. Will Prowse is chasing. The goalkeeper clips out. Suppose that's throw on. Nuno's too defensive, says Lee. I think what will be interesting to see is what the team looks like when we're playing Charlton next week with Engels in the side, and maybe even another player by then. Maybe I think that will be interesting. And again, I think even the home and when we play homes, when we play away, the setup of the team is different as well. No, Bowen's gone very wide there. Is Scar's going to make it? Nah. It seemed to stop right at the end. That was really annoying. Carl must not know him by name. Can you please correct it? He's not really doing much, to be honest. I mean, he's probably still on fire and probably still shagging Danny Dyer, but not really doing much, to be honest. Oh, ref got in the way. Sure, he should blow up, shouldn't he, then? Anyway, they've got the ball. No, straight into the hands. He's in the position that killed his form last season. The only thing is, Trudge, he's playing against Championship opposition. He's not playing against Premier League opposition. So you would assume make an ass of you and me, that he'll be better suited, maybe, or he'll have a lesser opposition, maybe. I don't know. But you're right. I don't really understand. Oh, Tati's got a bit of a knock there. Head injury. Don't think it really was a head injury, but he just played it. Where can I find this match to watch? It's on Sky Sports. I fear for Pablo, he should be able to have a crack on but hooked up after 45 gas. Yeah, and I think, to be honest, you got to think, we are bringing in a striker. We're bringing in a striker, aren't we? So you've got to assume that he will not be. I think it's very. It just doesn't. For me, he's like I rate his work rate, but you're right to be hooked off after 45 minutes, particularly as you'd assume you could put him up top. And again, I don't know why they don't put him up top and be in the out ball. Being the out ball to hold up. He's strong enough to be the out ball. But yeah. Well, not really. Callum wants to get the 100, doesn't he? And maybe he's only got a season, 18 months most at the top. And if he gets, I think he's got 5 goals to get, so he should be able to be in the 100 club. And that's obviously his motivation. So that's why I think that's why he does it. Exactly, Mandy. I just don't understand it. The style of football, places horrible. As a manager, you should play a system that gets the most out of your star player. We can bring in a striker. We'll never play him as a striker. I would assume so. I don't have Sky. I'm in Canada. I don't know. Don't know, mate. Wish we still had Guilherme. Edwards. Oh, we were lucky there. Wow. Fleming. Ball came across, headed it, and hit the post. And went straight back into Mads Hermansson's hand. So hopefully that wakes people up. Just look at it. Edwards in swinging. Good header from Fleming, but just the lick of paint. Whoa. Fair play. Never played David Cross. Oh, the original Psycho. Second half, West Ham, no shots on target, no shots inside the box, touches inside the opposition box, 1 and 2 crosses. Mental. Exactly. Get someone on Fleming. You can see it from a mile away. And this pattern relegated us. Yeah, indeed. Bowen in midfield. Bowen's got the ball. Bowen takes a shot. No, he gets deflected. Solomon, nice takedown. Solomon to Scarles. Scarles looks back up. Goes to Kante. It's the first time I've voiced his name, I think. No, poor from Kante. Crazy money indeed. How do you feel about your chances playing against Southampton? Not really. It's not my priority, in all honesty, James, but it might allow some of the academy players to get some minutes. Really not. I'm really not fussed about cup run this season at all. First time ever. I'm not really fussed about it. We need to be in the Premier League next season. Poor from Kante, a shocker, says Gaza. Lucky West Ham, says Print Swamp. Anyway, Edwards has just run all the way across the box. Bren Larson. Humphreys, good tackle, out for a corner to Burnley. If they don't win, then yes, I think it would be. I think he's probably, I totally agree. Typical Nuno, take the lead and sit back on this. Yeah, I'm not getting this. I don't understand. I don't understand why. I just don't get it. Don't get it. Why move everything? Why change everything around? Why put Bowen? Headed off the line by Ollie Scarles. Fucking hell, from a corner. I mean, we are in full Nuno mood now, indeed. Hasn't really been doing anything, really, I think. Fleming again, we hit his shoulder. Sean Dyche to replace Nuno. These two have made an impact for them. I think they've come out of traps and we haven't. We never do. It's not as encouraging, you know. And I think, to be honest, if Burnley had their scoring boots on, which they might have in the next 3 or 4 weeks, I think if we played Burnley, this game was 3 or 4 weeks' time, I think we would be Burnley would be clear of us, 3 or 4-1 up. Russ, you have a massive amount of advantage. Could mix things up this year if he stays fit. But I can't see him staying fit. That's the trouble. He has the worst luck when it comes to injuries. Worst luck. So yeah, as much as I would love to, just can't see it. Nuno gave him encouragement. Nuno allowed them back into the game. Indeed, I totally agree. Looks like Tati's getting a yellow card for a foul on Humphreys. Eddie Howe will come if Stavely takes over the club. Russ, question mark. How many goals do you think we will concede? Last year, champs 45. Well, Ben did a whole thing on Friday. 15 data-based predictions. Go and check that out. Tati replaced by Veltman. Tati, that's the RG in him. Why did West Ham had to score so early? Or are we weathering the storm? Game of cliches. We're weathering the storm, but I think we're playing a side who aren't up to speed yet. Very much has the pre-season feel to the game. And you can just see things going the way, starting to wrap things up. They're turning the screw. Mavropanos, Hermanson skies it. Man, it's just 12-1 to Burnley to win. Eddie Howe in. Can't stand Nuno's style of football. No, I don't. I always try and find a reason behind something, and I can't see the reason. I can see the reasoning by taking off Pablo and bringing on James Ward-Prowse, but then to move everything around, I think it seems that Bowen's gone back into a... Has it gone to like a 4-5-1 now? I don't know. Don't get it. Anyway, they are turning the screw for sure. He needs to see Newcastle. He needs to see Newcastle taking so much out of him. I think Eddie Howe will be a West Ham manager eventually. I think it's nailed on. Particularly Stavely takes a stake in the club. And again, we don't know about that. We're going to have a month and a half before we really are. God dear. Truly think this formation and tactics suit what Burnley's trying to do. I totally agree. We all know we can't attack for 90 minutes, but we all know that we're trying to defend a 1-0 lead is a recipe for disaster. I agree. Short term would love Eddie Howe. Right, so now Solom's got the ball in the middle. Just hold on to it for 5 minutes. Just hold on to it. Solomon loses the ball in the middle. Shot deflected. Gone to park in the bus. He ain't going to learn. Is Nuno going to make change or what? Or is he going to wait until they score? Now just sit there holding his head in his hands. I think the trouble is now you've got two youngsters in that midfield who probably haven't experienced this type of pressure now, which is a real worry. And we haven't got any real experience on the bench. I suppose you've got Veltman, but that's a defensive one. That's really it. And again, that's what I've been saying all pre-season, is after the 11, a couple of injuries or whatever, we look threadbare. Now, obviously, this will change. You're totally right, Mr. Ruman. You'll find a lot more about the adversity. Yeah, you totally agree. Never experienced such bad tactics yet. And also, they play a different formation completely. He'll take off Tati and bring on Vitamin. Yeah, definitely. And push Bowen up top when he's Todd, won't he? James Ward-Prowse. No, I just want them to just sit on the ball and just, for a bit, just take the sting out of the game a little bit. Free kick to West Ham, midway into the Burnley half. Yeah, exactly, George. Just need to hold on the ball for 5 minutes. That's all we need. Just hold on to it for 5 minutes. And then see. That's all we need. Anyway, free kick. James Ward-Prowse is taking the free kick. Come on, JP. Let's whip one in there, son. JWP to take the free kick. JWP with the free kick. It's 𝗕𝗂𝗏. It's Bowen. It's hit 𝗕𝗂𝗏 again. There he goes out wide. Goes back to Kante. Kante. Little nice feet from Kante. Brings the ball down. Get rid of it. Solomon scored! Solomon! Yes! Come on, you Irons! Kante, fair play. Does well. Gets down to the byline. Crosses it back. And Solomon, literally our only shot of the game on the second half. 2-0. Drills it into the box. And this is exactly the same as we had against Portsmouth. Portsmouth had all the attack, and a couple of minutes of quality made all the difference. I mean, Bowen could have easily scored that, but he hit, was it 𝗕𝗏𝗏? Knocked 𝗕𝗏𝗏 out or something like that. And then the ball comes in. Kante on the right-hand side does really well to get down there. Little jink and go. Very similar to the goal against Portsmouth. Ball is definitely out, but it doesn't matter. And then runs it. Solomon comes in from nowhere and absolutely canes it into the top corner. So you've got Mats 𝗕𝗏𝗏 scores his first goal for West Ham, and Manor Solomon has scored his first goal for West Ham. And the Hammers are 2-0 up. Come on, you Irons. Amazing. How is it not two shots first? How is it not two shots on target? First shot was on the goalkeeper. Yes, Bozo. Manna from heaven, indeed. One more goal and we go top. Well done, lads. Suffer the adversity and hit one. I mean, just mental. That's great. Come on, you Irons. Bowen with a corner now. Come on, let's get 3-0. We'll go top. Whatever someone's saying. Bowen with the corner. Drifts it in. And that's what I've been saying about West Ham. You know, we're set up in a way where it's just that bit of quality, and that bit of quality against Portsmouth. You know, Portsmouth all over us the first half and the first 40 minutes. Two little bits of quality. Bosh. That's good. Let's go Hammers. Want you guys back in the Prem, says G-Sauce. Nicely done by Solomon. Great run. Yeah, great anticipation from Solomon's coming from absolutely nowhere. And now he's got the confidence, and he let that little back heel go a bit wayward. Let's try and keep a clean sheet as well. Well done by Lewis. Great tackle by Lewis. He wasn't able to defend through it though, Ross. Yeah. We sat back and they opposed and had stuff clear the lines. Tactics don't work. It's not. We can't live like this season. But it's the second game in a row we've done it almost exactly the same thing against Championship opposition. Tactics well to 𝗪𝗂𝘅. 𝗪𝗂𝘅 down the line to Kante. That's a ball slightly behind him. What a great ball. I agree, English. I think A is, yeah. You're totally right. How many people think? Well, I think there's a different side to that sort of debate, isn't there? So, but I'm not getting involved in that at all. For me, it's if they're players that play on the pitch and wait and see. Only difference is the opposition's corner. Yeah, you're totally right. And that's the thing. It's like, if we do keep playing this, we will be relegated if we go up next season. The season after next. Just on my Championship content creators WhatsApp group, someone said that Kante at West Ham is some player. It's like, what? Rush, you think we will see Kante, Engel in the middle? Orford or Kante have played well? I think Kante's played better this half from an attacking perspective. I still think he's a bit raw. I think it'd be interesting to see what he does when he plays. Obviously taking off Pablo after 45 minutes. Are we going to be playing three in the midfield? I don't know. I mean, for me, I think I think Orford and Engels would be quite interesting as a two if they play that. We'll wait and see. But so is Lewis as well. They're both pups. This season we just need to go up to the cups. Yep, I totally agree. But yeah, I think we desperately need a CDM. I know we were linked with the Norwegian guy, Patrick Berg. He'd have been, I think we desperately need a CDM, a proper CDM. And the one we did wants to leave, so. I think Alvarez could have just sat in front of that back four and just cracked on. Would love Vardy to come in, but I think we have enough this season. No, I think I want Vardy in. I think he would help develop the younger players. But he's not a starter. But you look at the bench. It allows Josh Landers to go out on loan, which I think he'll get more minutes if he goes out on loan. I think Vardy plays that Callum Wilson role as well. I'd like that. Went over to your stadium summer. It's great fun, even though it's a nightmare to get out of. Yet it's very much a nightmare to get out of. What has added since he came on? Not much, really. Disrupted the setup, but it's not his fault. I would rather give minutes. Yeah, fair enough. We'll grow into the player. We think he just needs time, indeed, and it's how you develop the player, because by him playing now, he's in. I looked to him near. Right, Bowen's got knocked. That's my problem. We're 2 injuries away from our side being shit. Magassa's 22. Yep. Zipopnik, yeah. Zan Zipopnik, he would have been brilliant. He's exactly who I want to come in, because he can score in this league. He's not an unknown quantity. Yeah, I mean, even Parrott. He played MK Dons. Hasn't played Championship, I don't think. So. Actually, Joe Perry from Leeds, he could do it. He won't be with us next season. Indeed, yeah. And that's what you want. That sort of elder statesman. Teddy Sheringham, still playing. I mean, he's still fit. Played 24 games last season in Serie A. So, but if Zapopnik just sits in the midst, like Fleming's not very fast, but if you get crosses into him, that's where he's lethal. Isidore will be good, yeah, but I think he'll end up staying at Sunderland. Or if he will, he'll go to the like a Hull City or Ipswich, for sure. Rather Sheringham, indeed. Solomon out wide to Skiles. Skiles' little dink ball in the middle gets headed out. Oh. Keeper claims. Throw the ball out. Just over 10 minutes to go. I didn't mean it. Was that man the Brozier? I didn't see they brought him on. Missed that one. Anyway, I like Tatia fighter, but too small and lightweight. Yeah, that's why I think you've got to play him as a 10. You need someone bulkier up front. You know, all the good sides in the Championship have got big centre forwards. Delap on loan, great shout, GP. If there's any way we could do that, great shout. You know, you've got to think Fleming for Burnley. You've got Lancashire for Middlesbrough. You've got Jimenez. You've got Zipopnik. You know, you need a big lad up front. You do here, and just a target man. Thoughts on Solomon? I thought he's played well. He's been a bit quiet this half, but because he's had much game time, much minutes, much sort of ball time rather. But I think he's going to be a really exciting player to watch. Really exciting player to watch. So we'll see. What else we got? I like the idea of Jacob Trent-Scull from Heverin. Yeah, he got an assist last week, didn't it? Or the first game of the season. 25. Don't know how tall he is. Must be a bit of a tall. 11 shots, 2, unless that dude, how was that not counted? Chris Woods, yeah. Great shout. Great shout. At 21, I would like Ajala or Landers. I mean, for me, it's... what's happening here? For me, it's... penalty. Penalty to Burnley. Scars gave away, quite reckless there. Challenge. It's a penalty. Landers, he could be a big man. Penalty. Let's have a look again. I mean, he didn't win that. I mean, the thing was, he went in. He went in fast. He didn't. There was hardly any contact, but he went in too fast. Be great shout. Reckless, but hey ho. Hey ho. Fleming taking the... God, he's got abs on him, hasn't he? Zian Fleming taking the penalty against Mads Hermansen. Nah, goal. But keeper went the wrong way. Hermansen did the right thing and jumped on the ball to try and take a few seconds away. And it all got a bit tasty. Silly foul, yeah, he was. Come on, you Irons, come on. See the game out now. 2-1 was predicted. Skulls just got to a 4, yeah. And again, people. I mean, I remember putting some stuff up about Skull, you know, a Diouf replacement. People go, "Oh, what about Ollie Skulls? Still very young, reckless challenge. Not great. If he sell, I'll be concerned. But he's not playing, is he? Why isn't he on? Do you know what I mean? Thoughts on Kante? I think us being in the Championship could be a blessing for his progress. I agree. I think it's how you use him as well. Mayer's time to shine. Right, 6 minutes plus injury time now. Let's go, Hammers. We need this dub. We need the dubs to Sky location. We certainly do. Mad's got a yellow card because of his decision to not give Burnley the ball. Thing is, they're going to be up for it now. You know what he's going to do though. Kitchen sink time. You know it's going to be Tatty for Veltman, isn't it? Any second now, Tatty for Veltman. How's Solomon? He's doing all right. It's a tougher one. Yeah, I mean, a win's a win, isn't it? A win's a win. Boys are under pressure. We're going to try and the thing is, we can't take an hour to do a throw-in anymore now. So we need to just, fuck's sake, Mav, just hold on to the ball for 5 minutes. Just hold on to it. Just hold on to it. Nuno scares me tactically, though it's squeaky bum time with tactics. And to be fair, Burnley have been all over us the whole game. Let's be honest. They've just been poor. They've been poor when they needed to be clinical. And if they were clinical, they would 4-2, 5-2 up. Definitely. Without a shadow of a doubt. Oh, see? And they've given the throw away because they've been trying to do Ollie again. Oh, fuck's sake, Ollie. Come on, you're not helping yourself at all. Not helping himself at all. Just giving the throw on away because he took too long. Right, just hold on to it for 2 seconds, Solomon. Just run it down, then hoof it. Out for that's it. Nice. We better hold on to this. As I've said before, Nuno sat back and defended decisions. Oh, shit. Yep, looks like Ollie's off. Ollie off for 𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 It's the go-to price experience for the youngsters. This is where you learn the best lessons. Well, I think that's. I would think that's probably. I think Ollie is. I think it's. I think it's just as likely to away Champagne. Yeah, exactly. You're totally right. Anyway, they've got 4.5 minutes left. Mavropanos heads out the cross that goes into the box. It's going to be squeaky bum time, that is for sure. And Veltman will definitely be coming on soon, without a shadow of a doubt. Brozier goes out wide, cuts back inside again. That's poor by them. The ref needs to get out of the fucking way. That's what he needs to do. Tati did well to win the foul there. We're not confident. Boys ain't confident. Exactly. We're not good enough. We're just not very good at seeing off the game. And you know Veltman's coming on for Tati. What are we, 2 minutes locked on? Bowen cuts the ball out, goes out for a birdie throw on. Trying to get the sub on, but they keep taking the ball quickly. Very clever by them. Move to do not much. I mean, you have a tendency to get our right backs. You obviously got Harris and Ashby. That didn't work out either. He's just young, probably a decent player. Hasn't really broken into 21s or anything. Shot by Burnley, goes straight out. I think that probably makes sense why if Veltman comes on, he's got 10 seconds, isn't he? Veltman for Solomon. So I would assume we will go to a 3 at the back. We'll go 5 at the back, I think, now. Probably something like this. Right, I am sorting this out as we speak. We're going to have 2 is Diouf, Kilman, and then Veltman, and then KWP. Pires takes shot straight out, and then you've got shot. Oh, blaze over the bar. Wow, that was close. And then we'll have JWP, Kante, and Orford. Something like that for the last couple of minutes, I think. He'll be gone. If you don't, he'll be gone by, I think. Keep playing like this, we won't get promoted. We're going to have another season on like this. Everyone predicted first or second season. Well, everyone out, non-West Ham. And the fact is, we are winning the game. So, it's just the style of football. We've got 5 minutes. I thought we'd finish third this season, but we are still winning the game. So let's see what happens. What's that? Where's? Oh, hang on. KWP's gone. What? Oh, it's a corner. Corner to Burnley. Oh, I think Bowie, yeah. Corner to Burnley. Not liking this. Ball goes in. 22. Oh, fuck. Fleming. Double. We had all been watching this. We'd seen it. What happened? Ball comes out. Just not clean it out. Here we go again. How much time have got landed on? Indeed, Eddie Howling. Bollocks. 2-0 and you fucked it up. We did. Absolutely did. Now why is Cogbees playing left? I don't understand tactics. What's going on? Goes out wide. Nuno's Diouf. Tati tried to keep it in. Kyle Walker-Peters takes a dive. Ah. They're going to get the winner. They're going to get the winner. You can feel it. Oh, fuck's sake. Veltman probably most at fault for picking up no one. Wankers, this is how... Is Nuno taking the piss? No one makes a tackle. Team of cowards. Oh, it's just... We've been saying it for so long. We've got nothing off the bench. What a piss take. 2-0. Indeed, yeah. Well, we've just got nothing. After that first 11... Though to be fair, him playing Orford from the start rather than JWP, I thought was a massive. I was like, fair play to him. He's taken a risk there, but anyway, minute and a half to go. Diouf crosses it in. Oh, fuck's sake. That Disasi were terrible at the back. It's all Trodge's fault. Well, I predicted the draw. Well done, Trodge. I said we'll finish 6th with players we got. I mean, the fact is, it's like the frustrating thing is we've got bloody Arnie Engels, and like he's not playing because we didn't get it done quick enough. And this whole issue has been because everything came through the central midfield. Everything's from they've overloaded the midfield, and we haven't got anything on the bench. Where does 46 points get you end of season? Nowhere. Same shit, same backward arse tactics. Yes, crap, innit? Absolute crap. It's the same as Wolves, isn't it? Everyone, yeah, like Wolves, they drew, didn't they? They drew 2 as well, didn't they? Oh, rubbish. Oh, we all thought when Solomon scored that was it, wasn't it? Just made the wrong tactics, the wrong time. Manager just knocked a 0 off his asking price. So I know, but the fact is, there was a real opportunity, particularly with winning against Portsmouth. If we won against Burnley, we could get stuff going. But nope. I know it's early, but Nuno needs to go. Sorry, but they were back up. Yeah, I mean this squad is threadbare, and we talk about we've got the academy and stuff like that, but we've got no game changers. Bringing on someone like 𝗕𝗂𝗿𝗵𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆 When you mugs. Covered on exactly. We're not even in your league anymore now. 22 away draws, 73 points. There we go. Need a minimum of 92. And there we go. It's finished. 2-2. Thrown it away. Thrown it away. Absolutely thrown it away. Useless. Poor decision. Again, poor game management. And yeah. Just even when we scored the second goal, we thought that's it, done. Honestly, mental. Very poor. Anyway, I've got to go. Thank you very, very much for your time as per usual. If you're new around here, don't forget to like, comment, share. Don't forget to check out Oxford Natural as well. Dust ourselves off and go again. We missed that every fucking game last season. Now, obviously, we play. Play Charlton, London Stadium, London Derby. Arnie Engels will be back in the side, maybe with another striker set up. I think, if anything, it's shown we need some bodies now. With Alvarez, Magassa, Diouf was off the bench. There was no Aaron Wan-Bissaka. There was no Todibo. That's 5 players who were traditionally, Fulkrug. Anyway, I'm going to go. Take care, everyone. See you later, potatoes. Much love. Love you all. Thank you. Bye.